Hello guys, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello Oil, how you doing mate? I'm kind of up in the air about it as well. I'm kind of 50-50. I don't like that they made me delete all of my setups because I had a lot of them for GT3 and GT4, so I do not like it. Right, hello Brian, how you doing man? I am pretty much ready to go. I just need to load the game up, man. Yeah, that is true, but I didn't really, well, not to the extent that we'd be like just deleting them. Like I literally went into the folder about half an hour ago and it's fucking mass deleted. I probably deleted about 200 setups for GT3 and GT4. Yeah, Kieran was really bad for everything. Really bad for everything, wasn't it? It's so we're gonna have to start rebuilding them. I think I've got one setup left, and that's the one I made for the Audi. Right, let me load this up, guys. Let me put you on. There we go. Right, what are we doing? I'm going to try and so we're going to start out with LMDH. So I'm just going to pretty much go down the list. So we're going to start out with that. I've already set a time. I can definitely beat it because I didn't put full effort into it, to be fair. And I already have a setup for this as well, which works pretty well. So we're going to try it out, see if we can beat that time. I reckon we can probably get another second off it. And then I imagine Battery is going to have a go at setting this car up. He might be able to get some more time out of it. Right, let's put it on soft tyres, so that'll give me a little bit of time. Because I ran on medium when I got the time yesterday. In fact, what we'll do, we'll load the setup first. Yeah, how you doing guys? Everybody okay? How is everybody else enjoying the update? That's the big question. I've seen a big hoo-ha in the Discord. A lot of people are not happy. Well, I think that's okay. I saw Jester was kicking off because he couldn't get his wheel to update or something, or he couldn't get it to work. Oh, I love the sound of this car. Right, what are we doing? Let's turn the deploy off. We're going to learn from our mistake, and I'm not going to push too hard on the outlet because I absolutely killed the tyres yesterday. I don't remember what time we were aiming for. I can check it on the board actually. I think it was like a 21.5 or something, wasn't it? Oh, the tyres are already coming in. Jesus. So that was when you don't abuse them, I guess. So there's going to be a stream. What time is it? So it's 4:30 now. So there's a stream at 6 in an hour and a half. Aris is doing another AMA, but I think it's going to be more just like a TED talk. He's doing GT3 and GT4 setups apparently, showing people how to get the best out of the setups. He's also going to be looking at the new Holden. I'm not too bothered about the Holden, to be honest. I like the Ford better. Right, this is just, I'm just going to put the power on just to get some shit out of the battery. So it's not really a push lap. Hardly using any battery, is it? It's still full, even though I've been half pushing. See if we overheat these tyres now. Did you get much practice done yesterday, Bran, if you're still here? Oh, that didn't want to turn. Tires are overheating a little bit. That was a 23, so we can probably get a couple of seconds off it. Trying to get it under 120. I was way too late then. I've noticed they haven't fixed the time registry on this. Sometimes it still doesn't register the time. Let's go again. That might have been too early, what I suppose it is. Get out of town. Oh, that back left is cooking, isn't it? Oh, the back right, I mean. So what are they on now? On 26 PSI. 25 back left, so I might have to drop that back right one a bit. It's mostly right side. Oh, around she goes. Right, let's fix his tyres. How many brake ducts can we have so we can put it up a little bit? Let's put that on 7. And then the front right, probably go up a couple. 7 as well. $55.6, yeah, that's good, mate. That's really fucking good. That's probably, that might be faster than my PB. I don't think there's anything I need to change on this. Oh, 56, yeah, I think I've just got into the 55s. I don't actually remember, I know it's 55 something. Right, softs. So I think, let's go 6 on those as well. think the wings are hit. Right. I can remember to put some socks on today. Instead of racing with fucking sweaty feet. Pushing on the pedals with the sweaty feet. Tyres are already up, aren't they? I suppose that's a good thing about the soft tyres is you get heat into them straight away. Anyway, that was on then. Not sure I like how they put the cinematic mode on for FD as well. I'm not liking that. It means I can't change the. I don't know if I can change the graphics actually. I'll have to look. To me as well, some of these tracks feel too dark, even though it's middle of the day. Like everything should be just bright. It feels, especially on Takayama. Trying to do that in the JP ones, and you can't even see the track. You can't see the corners coming up. You can't see the boards coming up. Shadows are too dark. Oh my god. Oh. No, I didn't like that. Locked up too much. You've got better heat in the tyres now anyway. Begin through turn one. Oh my god. What is the fastest time on this? It's got to be a 20. 20.5. I refuse to believe it's a 20, 21, I mean. Okay, have I got enough battery to do one more? I don't know if I have. Oh! Oh, don't! No! Oh, you little peach. Let me just see what the time is for this. Right, top one is 21.5. And what did I just do? Resume. 20.4. Okay, we fucking smashed it, mate. And that is, You know what? I'm gonna end that actually because I want it to count. So best lap 20.4. There we go, 20.4. So we're second up. So we were in third. I want to say third or fourth. So we beat it. Move on, guys. Otherwise, I'm going to get into a fucking sweaty mess before we even get halfway down this list. We try and keep it. Right, Boris has the top time on here, 57.8. Pretty sure he must be on today, is he? He must have come back on, because I'm fairly certain that's Scotty guy had the top, and I think Boris has come back on and smashed it. GT Porsche was starting to sink away. Oh, we're getting sunk away in that as well. I'm gonna have to make sure I get that fucking time back. Right, let's go GT Lister. The Lister Storm. Right, let me just get up that screen. So Lister Storm, we gotta beat. I need to refresh it. Yeah. So looking on that, it was a 58.4 by Scotty, or Scotia, however you say that. And then Up the Iron has put in a better time, and then Boris has come along and done a 57.8. So don't know how close we can get to that, but we'll try it. 57.8 is a really good time though. Let's see if I've got a setup. So I do have a setup for this track. I don't know how good it is though. See what we can do with it though. Right, we'll leave that as is. See what we can do with it. Brakes are probably too far forward. Oh, it's the long one. Why did I think it was the short one? I should have known that from the time, 158. Oh, whoa, okay. Which way do I need to go to the brake sail? Let's try going back. I don't know if it's it needs to go all the way forward though. We'll see when we break into the next corner. I might actually have to be on like 65, 70. Tyres warmed up as well. Oh, it doesn't like the turn, does it? Oh, no. It's definitely not in the right place. Right, we're going forward, guys. Let's go like 60... 68, 32. Tyres are in the window, apparently. Wonder how they got in the window. Me fucking going sideways. That's going to be yellow start, yeah. Already cheating, guys. I have to go back and run the default setup. I don't know if they've made changes that have affected my setups, because it just wants to kill me through these corners when I'm braking. Might have to reduce brake pressure. Yeah, look at that. That's bad. What is going on with that? Right. I don't think we can use this setup. The default runs 5 wings, so we were running 4. So it could be that we had not enough wing. Let me have a look what Kenobi setup does. So he runs 4 wing, but that might be an old setup, see. So let's try Kenobi setup with 5 wing. Let's take some fuel out. And then take a... oh, we can't take anything out of the anti-roller. Fuck. Can we add a bit in the front? Might be a little bit better. We'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, way better. Trying to kill me on the brakes now. I don't know why, I just felt like it was locking up the backs. I was on 65, it's like further back and it's still, yeah, it doesn't do it anymore. I don't know why it was doing that. It's normally a track you would run a low wing as well. Maybe you just can't do it in this car. Yeah, look at that. We can get through the corner now. Almost. Yeah, almost through the corners. Might have to fiddle with the tire pressures a little bit. Oh, that tops out down there as well. Shit. Flying start. It's a bit understeery. It's very understeery. Like, you can't drive that, guys. That feels horrible. So let's take that back out. Let's add a bit of anti-rear. Anti-roll on the rear. And then I think we're going to make let's go like that. Cambers are maxed. I'm going to bring that up a bit. Can we bring that down? No, that's as low as it'll go. Okay, let's try that. Actually, before we do that, we need a longer gear as well, don't we? Let's try that. Right, as long as that gear's okay, what I'll do is we'll just set a lap and see how close we are to actually getting on the 2 minutes. Ooh, it doesn't like that. I think we go up too many gears then. Why have I got no 6th gear? Huh. I might have to retighten my wheel, guys. Once again. I don't know why this time. I think as long as it can get everything balanced, changes will be for the better. It's going to take a while for them to do it, isn't it? I think they've created a lot of issues and now they're having to fix them all, so probably expect a patch tomorrow. Gears are too low. I'm just going to have to change that to 6th gear, I think. That was not out. Come on. Let's see how close we can get. Yeah, they're going to have to hotfix a lot, mate. Seeing the amount of bug reports that are up in the Discord. It's fucking crazy. It's like the Wild West in there. That was not how I foresaw that going. That would have been actually a decent time as well. Somehow. Right, I need to change those gears. They're not right. Right, go back there, and then we're going to go down one on the 6th gear. Let's make it a teeny weeny bit longer. Sounds better now, that. Curious who other some platforms. I'm curious who else works with their player base. Well, fucking iRacing certainly don't. But I would say LMU are really good for it, mate. Studio, what studio is it? Studio 367? I can't remember what the name is. Case in point is the Joker ship that they tried to bring in the other day. And they tried to add it as part of the subscription. And people kicked off and they took it out of the subscription. It's one of those things that should be added as a what would you call it? Like a sort of fail-safe if your game crashes, or that sort of thing. Basically, what that does, the Joker, it just wipes the race clean. So it's like you didn't even enter the race, so you don't lose driver rating. I don't really have experience with that many other studios, to be fair. There's AMS2. It's not really a company I've followed though. Who else? Gran Turismo. I haven't played it in years, so I couldn't tell you about them either. To be fair. And then Forza are just Forza, aren't they? Forza, I think, case in point is they're going down the fucking pan, so they're not making any Forza motorsport games because the last one tanked because they didn't really give a shit. So I'm just casually driving around here. I don't even know what I'm doing. I can't see the fucking curb. It's a 59. We can obviously do way better than that. If I learn to drive, that is. Jesus. No! Oh, fuck off. Couple of changes I know I can make. That would have been out anyway. I think in this setup there's probably easy half a second. Not if I'm driving like that though. Right, the tyres aren't that bad, right? chain gang. God damn it. I think the power amp is probably too high. I'll put a click on that. JD7, don't give a fuck. Yeah. Which is quite surprising being, I don't know who owns them. I think it's still Polyphony, is it? Digital Polyphony or whatever they're called. Japanese company. Power band feels better now. It's not revving the shit out of all the bands, especially fourth gear. Turn car. No worries, Brent. That was actually a terrible corner. I'm still 6/10 up. Jesus. Can't make me mind up what gear to take through there. Oh, come on, turn. Oh, I wrecked. I lost a lot of time there. A lot of time. It's a low 58, but it's not good enough, though, is it? I need to be in the 57s. Don't. Oh, you. think I've probably burned out the tyres. Let's do a reset. At 29, that's probably the problem. So fronts at 29, so bring us down to about there. And 28's on the back, so about the same, 20.4. Right, let's save that before we start messing with it again. So we have pretty good base to work off there. So FD1 Silverstone. Let's start putting a little bit into making this a bit stiffer. One up on the back. Let's go bump stops down. Tiny weeny bit. Let's try it. What is before I do that, what was Brand's time? Not Brand's time, Boris's time. So he's got 57.8. So we're 2 tenths off. 2 and a bit tenths off. I can find that, no problem. That's a bit better. A little bit stickier through there. I gotta make sure I turn in a bit sooner for that. Work out what gear I need to take. Yeah, so we stand fourth. Oh, actually, it might be third. That might be third. Better. I can actually stick it through that corner now. Such a bad corner, was still up. Don't you fucking dare. 2 tenths we can find in the first sector easily. pretty good. Might not even have to go back and revisit the first sector. Not today anyway. Shit. I think that's going to be just off. It is half a tenth. Unbelievable, dude. Let's take a cool down lap. Let's cool the tires. And then we're gonna have one more push lap or two more push laps. Yeah, Boris's time is 57.811. What are we, 400s off of beating it. All because I messed up the last corners. That's how I should have took it. Oh, that was terrible. Tires are done. Let's reset. I wonder if we can open up the no, we can't. It's got no brake ducts on this. No. Maybe there's too much toe in that. Jesus. Oh my god, you can't put any more down. What if I put the ride height down? Let's go down to like there. Let's try that. Yeah, you cut the track. Doesn't matter about what's that. I'll kill the tyres before we get them to push that one. So if Boris hadn't beat that time yet, I would have been on to the next one by now. He was originally sitting on a 58.5, wasn't he? Shit. Ah. I can't go into first there. It bogs down too much. Like I'll lose all traction coming out of that, the last left-hander. Same with that as well. What's going on there? Might have already cooked the tyres. Come on, see it beat this time. Try and get it with a good margin, not a couple of tenths. Really bad. What is going on? Maybe I'm braking too late there. What do I need to do here? Oh, it's really hard anyway. Jesus. I need it to be though. It needs to be. Try going up a little bit on that. Yeah, try and get a little bit more traction out of the corners. It probably doesn't help that a bit the rear suspension stiffer. Gonna beat it. Not leave until we do. Next one's going to be hard though. I don't think I'm going to be able to beat the next one. That was better. But, was it though? Was it though? It's probably a 10th down. Seemed to be better everywhere else. I don't know why I went second then. That was a bit weird. I thought it was in fourth. Unbelievable, dude. What is going on? Starting to wind me up now. I probably need to do this within the first 2 laps anyway. The tyres are just getting too hot. Need to sort this tyre heating out. It's one of the worst things about this game. You know, try and angle it towards some fucking fun instead of just making us have to drive like a fucking grandma everywhere. Good on tyres. Turns fucking great the first couple of laps. Oh my god, that was so close. Got it. Jesus, that was hard. Well, we actually beat it by a lot there. 57.3. Whoa. Right, that setup needs saving. FD Silverstone, 57, what was it, a 57.3? Right, this better not fuck up now. I swear to God. Oh, 57.3, please. Oh my God, it didn't register. It didn't register. Hey, calm down before I punch something. Fuckers, man. Why does it do that? I'm gonna fucking save that. Stick that in. In fact, I'm gonna put a bug report in right fucking now, guys. Right fucking now. Bug reports. Right, times not registering. And factory. And we're going to put P, so that is that one, and then continue. The I don't know if our fan's blown on you guys. No, we're good. Right, time's now registering in Factory Driver Challenge. I've had this since the last challenge. Alright, wire. And fixed. That's update. But no. Still persists. Here's endpoint. See screenies. Any shots? Is that what time did we do, guys? 57:36. 1:57:36. It only registered the previous time, the time I did right before the 57:306. This happened in the same session. Why did I not do that? What? Right, it's happened in the same session. Right, PC. Don't think we need anything other than that. Numerous times now. Including in the previous before update. What are we on? 2.1. These times were both set in same session. Right, let's pause that. Right, come on, I'll vote that, guys. It's getting ridiculous now. I'm sick of fucking spending all this time setting times like this for it to get, well, for it not to get registered. Right, there's some guys in the Discord, so maybe they're doing some practice actually. Let's go and jump in the practice. Oh, chat. Sorry guys, don't mean to get fucking annoyed, but it is annoying when you set a time like that. It takes you so much time to set that time and then it doesn't register. And I'm sure, well, I know for a fact a lot of people are the same as well. A lot of people are pretty annoyed about it. So at least we know we can do the time, and we have 2 weeks to do it, but I'm hoping that they just fix it in advance. Right, we're going to see what these guys are doing in the practice.
Hello, Soupy.
Hello.
Sup, Soup?
What's going on, boys? I just said I went half a second faster in the GT Lister, and it didn't register.
Oh, fuck off.
Half a second faster
man.
than P2 than P1. No, you're not.
Gillette.
No, you're not. On the Gillette, no, not on the Gillette, mate. I'm talking about the GT
Yeah,
stuff.
gutted for you.
Yeah, I did a 57.3.
Have you actioned the report again?
I have, yeah. I've literally just put a report
Alright.
in.
Managed to save. You give him a clip as well.
I've got screenshots. I've saved the replay in case they want the replay as well. But it's like people spend time trying to put these times in, and then stuff like that happens, man. It shouldn't be happening.
Yeah. Definitely
How
not.
Spartanel got into the 137s? No way.
It's horrible.
I'm glad they, I forgot to mention.
Frustrating.
What I like about the update is that they included anti-cheat.
It is, mate, because I went half a second faster.
Yeah, I feel the frustration.
I could fucking punch something.
I don't think Spartanel
Bunch of shit in it, bro.
Wait.
question.
Are you guys in a session?
Have the devs.
Yeah, do you want me to restart it so you can join?
Yeah, restart it.
Well,
I got a.
Restart, everybody.
Yeah, we don't need a restart because. You don't need a restart because they had a mid-session
Severing.
join, which is absolutely genius.
Oh, you haven't put a password
To
on
be
it either.
honest. I
Gilly
used one
Duff.
of the downloaded setups.
Gilliga.
I used one of the downloaded setups. and
Gilliga?
It's just,
Oh, there
the
is a
gear
password.
ratio it's just like when you're in the road car.
Why is it Gilly? How
essentially.
the fuck do you spell it?
It's an acronym for Do I Look Like I Give a Fuck?
Huh.
D-I-L-L-I-B-A-F.
Look like I
capitals.
give
The name of one of my buddies' dirt teams.
Dilly Gaff. Oh my god.
Do I look like I give a fuck?
Do I look like I care?
I need to try. I'm aiming for a record, guys. I've done 2 factory driver challenge events. One
Yeah.
of them was JP1 Toyota, where I momentarily had the world record until Boris beat it, and some other guy beat it.
Well, I had a
And,
time I didn't register on that one as well, which was what time did you got on it? You beat me by 5. You beat me by 5 thousandths, and I've already
Yeah,
set.
5,000 on a second.
Yeah, I already went half a second faster, mate, which didn't register again.
Oh, I didn't register.
So I'm like
No
I'm half a second up on Boris this time actually.
In
But
theory, you should
it's-
be on the tables.
Yeah, so I'll be able to beat it. It's just it's pissing me off because I shouldn't have to. You know, you shouldn't have to
Yeah. I see.
keep setting times and then it not registering. It's annoying, man.
That's the worst. It doesn't get much
It's
worse.
fucking annoying. I've been on for what? I've probably been on that challenge
It's like
for like
completing
an hour.
a 60 fucking, like completing a 60-minute race and then not having
Yeah.
a scoreboard that you can trust. It's fucking horrendous.
It's not horrendous. It's a
It's
horror.
basics. Get the
abhorrent.
basics
It's
right.
sickening. It's absolutely sickening.
I deleted all of my GT3 setups, all my GT4 setups. About 200 of them.
All the Aussie V8 setups. Aussie V8s.
No, I
They
didn't
were
have any of
perfect
those.
The way they were, all my days, in my opinion. Anyway, because to be honest, it's not a sin. But
Change is good.
If they lean into that approach, then fair enough.
Right, what am I doing? Where's Discord gone?
But damn, they changed a lot of things about the GT3s.
Yeah.
The whole aero file is new. There's nothing from the old file.
Right, let's do the hot lap. Come on.
And they
Come on,
ran
Ty.
with like 30% of the downforce from it.
I'm still enjoying the game nonetheless anyway. Even with... Oh my days.
Even with all the bullshit.
Even with all the bullshit, yeah. Still enjoying the game. More than ACC, absolutely. So much
Where's
to do
my
in...
force feedback
Oh,
now?
there's not much to do in ACC to be fair. That's why content matters for me. Automate, come on. Ooh. Oh, my days.
I think I've got the right setup on.
Gravel, stupid gravel. Oh, flip's sake. Unlucky, but
So-
you know what? Alright. Give me some room. Sausage. Potential mid 216, 116, sorry.
216.
I meant to say 116. What setup are you using? I'm using Wankanobi Takayama setup or Okayama setup. I like to call the track by its actual names, not by its made up names that PMR produced. So I don't like to call Brianza. Yeah, Brianza. I like to put it Monza.
Monza.
I don't like Rocky Knoll Raceway. I prefer calling it Road America. You know. Sausage. I think once Eagles does the Traction Driver Challenge, let's say JP won at the Okayama, he'd do like a 115, 114 or something, like a low 114. Then we have to try, our utmost to beat it. Screw it. Come on, mate. What are you doing?
I can't believe how much I'm sweating. I am particularly warm today. I'm sweating like a...
It's humid today, I feel like. Or maybe it's just me.
No, it's not just you, mate.
It's a bit toasty.
Toasty. Toasty.
Okay, mate, let's go for some fast laps now. Cars
So,
are great,
Jeff
we're in the window.
Bond's Arcade.
Vons.
You know what?
It's an emulator where you can play
No wise.
I don't think,
Blue
arcade
Vision.
I don't think I have Vons
games
arcade,
across
mate.
different eras.
I do have some emulators, like I've got an Amiga
Shit.
emulator, I've got a Sega emulator, and I have
Nothing to see there, Brian.
Commodore 64 emulator as well.
Never.
I like the old machines.
Just one.
Sega Mega Drive, I've got an emulator for that as well.
Mega 500 and Mega 600.
Yeah, I pretty much had all of the Amigas at one point. 500, 500 plus, 600, 1200.
Is there a computer or is
There
there
you
like
go,
a
Miss
console?
Slipper.
Or is there a console? Because it looks like a computer.
What? Yeah, it's a computer. Class has a computer. Yeah, load the games on floppy disks.
Friends. Brian, what were you saying?
Just asking where you were going.
I almost forgot to brake, or I forgot to brake early enough. And now it went tits up.
I'm glad they installed anti-cheat, so I don't think RNL is cheating. Absolutely not.
Yellow flag, yellow flag.
He's just really good with setups. So I feel like, I'm not sure if they installed, and I think they installed anti-cheat in the first
I
trial.
still don't think the anti-cheat works on FD. Personally,
It doesn't work on FTC.
I don't think it works on the FD.
I haven't checked, to be honest.
it is. It's like you got anti-cheat, why not put it in FTC then?
Well, they're saying it is, but I don't think it is.
Do you want the correct answer or just a random answer?
Not the right answer.
The factory driver is run locally by your computer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So it doesn't have to speak to a server.
Yeah.
And it's the servers running the anti-cheat.
I don't think RNL's cheating, to be honest. It's got really good setups.
Really good setups when none of the setups work for that car now.
I mean, one way you can prove he's not cheating is to probably get a console. And do pretty much the same lap times. And try to do the exact same lap times on the... Yeah, I think, the best way you can prove he's not cheating, which I don't think he is that he needs to do factory driver on console. And if he doesn't do it on console, then I see a suspicion. If he's not bothered to like show his setups or do lap times on console, then I see suspicion.
Invite him to a ranked race.
Yeah, like it.
I mean, yeah, Battery's done ranked races with RNO, and he beat him. So
It's because the anti-cheat's active.
Right into the barrier and it damaged
Sorry,
the car.
because I've spoken to well, a couple of people now, but Roy, for example, has got his eye on people.
Is the music?
They already have a list.
My
What?
music's not coming through the mic, is it, guys? Just checking.
No.
It's on my headphones. Good.
No, I've got some.
If you hear me singing, it's because I'm listening to
On.
music.
come on, sausage.
I can see a fancy 25,000 problems. I can see a fancy.
Thanks. There, Ashley.
Oh, that's a wall.
Oh my days.
Don't touch the wall.
Stupid gravel, man.
What challenge are you trying to do?
I don't. JP1
Okay.
at the Okayama. And I'm saying Okayama, I'm not saying Takamiya.
Takayama. Okayama.
Takamiya. I think that's how it's pronounced. Don't know 100%. Forest's time at least.
Let's go up one on that.
Joking. Of course I want to go for world record. And I'm hoping that I do better than 216. I swear, if RNL comes in and does it to 114, then he needs to trust his setups.
He's never gonna shell them.
Why is he not? Why would he's not bothered to show his setups? I mean, that's fine, but
Yeah, he's never gonna shell them.
He's never going to get it.
He pretty much said so.
yeah, I know that for a fact. But that's fine anyway. I mean, at one point, Thumbs beat him. I can't remember what it was, but.
Not many studios are as active here. That is very true. S4 have a probably, well, I suppose you could say they've got a point to prove that. And they've got a lot to make up for. Which they are doing. So it's good on them really. I suck at this fucking track, by the way. I could probably get in the 55s, but I'm not really consistent here. Need more practice. I'll have a couple of laps here and then I'm going back to the FD. See if I can get a 55. Problem is I don't know how to set up the car for this track. I know it's really bumpy, but I don't know how much it's going to affect if I run like a loose setup. I need to be able to get over these bumps. Or we just avoid all the bumps. This setup feels better though. It's a tiny bit sort of loose. I mean, maybe need to add a bit more detail to. Oh my god! To the force feedback. But other than that, feels a bit more stable, you know. Where did I find all that time? Jesus. Couple of clicks on the suspension. It's going to be a 54, isn't it? Oh, it's not far off.
Why is it when I start doing something, people just go mad by pinging me and PMing me?
Look at old
People
freaking
pinging
Eagles
you.
down to 54.8. Look at this guy, just no problem.
Yeah, but I don't think it's the race setup. It might be okay for qualifying, but for race, I think it's too extreme.
Mm. Mm.
Last Sunday, I ran a completely different setup in the race than I did in the qualifying.
Yeah. Now,
Just
do you
determined to
have
get back at
just a
56.
question?
Damn it, Eagles. Yep. This is what I think every time I see him on the fucking track. God damn you! I'll have to take him out on the race. Just fucking send it on him T1. Yep. I'll show you who's boss. Push, get out the way. Killing the tyres up, Jesus. How fucking red they are. Oh, locked up. Jesus. Somehow I didn't lose any time until that corner. It's going to be the biggest issue is tyre temps when it comes to Sunday race day. That's a line. That's not that. Oh, now my gears, man. Gears are having a funny day, and we're gonna have to reconnect this wheel, aren't we? Right, tell you what I'll do, I'll save that setup. I'm feeling pretty good with that setup. So, Sebring 2. I'm going to go and do some FD. Jump with the FDs, back to the FDs. Where are we at? Single player. Do we want to do the Gillette or do we want to jump to, you know what? Let's do the GP. Tell you what we can do, we can jump over to...
Oh, Soup! I'm still there, Soup.
Yeah,
Meow.
Alright. Just realised you disappeared.
yeah, I'm just going to do some
I'm
FD,
gonna go
mate.
for one record there with the
I'm going to
Gillette
go and
NGT.
I'm going to go and sit in the other Discord and listen to the EMA for a bit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pump up.
Questions that are to do with licensing as well, because it's not really something that we can
As
answer.
usual. Yeah.
Yes.
As
So don't ask us about the red vehicles.
I think we're
Because
in
you're not
muted.
gonna
We
get
are
this.
muted in that. Right, I'm going to sit and listen to these
anyway,
guys,
so.
and I'm going to run some laps, guys. See if we can beat this time.
Almost done. Wow. I almost made it. Incredible. Right?
If you're getting freezes launching the game with the Alpha Triple screen, make sure that in NVIDIA app, turn off NVIDIA Surround. That should hopefully fix the issue that you've got. So if you don't have NVIDIA Surround on, if you're trying to use green screens, it won't work. Alright,
All right.
so you ready?
Incredible. Yeah, and I think we can record everything.
I don't like how dark this track is. I really don't like it.
Okay, so I guess everybody can see by now. Welcome, guys. Hello, Sim Racers. We are at version 2.1000.
Hang on, let me,
2.1 in reality,
before I
but
do
we
it,
brought
let me
so
change the
many
title.
new stuff coming in. As usual, join me. We already told you, Fernando and Ryan. We repeat that because obviously we might send this on YouTube, hopefully. Boy, do we have a lot of things to show you, but let's start from the very, very basics. Now, first thing we did into this very, very long amount of changes is that we created for you a new default for force feedback. Now, this new default is not something that will solve all your force feedback issues, problems, or preferences, but it is a very good base. We can start both us and you. So if you have an issue, you can come to us. We can tell you, go to the default settings, and then we can move on from there and improve it for you. Now, how you can do that? Well, you can go to settings, controls, select your steering wheel, go to input device settings, blah, 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 blah. Be careful because this can happen to you. For example, if you have your force feedback way too strong and you hit a wall or something or do some development job. And just click to reset to default.
Yeah, I won't.
And
I
it will
can't,
give you pretty much
I
those
can't do any video, man.
parameters here. Now, let's go through those parameters a
I
little
probably
bit.
could, but I'm not gonna.
Depending on your steering wheel base, you might have a different global force feedback gain. I set mine to 50, but you might find something different, and you might change that depending how strong you want your steering wheel. Our
I wonder if
advice
I might be able to put it in
that
the top. I
even
don't know how to do
for
it. on it.
very
What I'll do is
weak,
I'll set it up for next
steering
time,
wheels,
and I'll have
not
like
go up to 100.
I'll put a
It's
little
very,
screen in the top right corner or
risky
something.
that you're gonna have clip. Try to stay somewhere around 80 and 90 at most. Okay. Now, low force boost. We advise to keep that very, very low. As a matter of fact, we have it at 2. What that does,
Yeah, no worries.
if you experience lots of emptiness around
Oh
the
my
center
God.
of your steering wheel, lots of dead zone in force,
Right,
you can start raising this. Okay,
We
so
need
the
to reset.
second
I think
parameter,
I'll
the
probably
low
kill
force
the
boost.
tires.
You can raise it to
Tell me if it's too loud as well, mate,
4% at a
because
time,
it's quite
go
loud
back
on my
in the
side.
game, see how it feels. So that would be a nice situation
Aris
to do.
is loud as fuck for me.
And that would fill up the center emptiness that you might have on your steering wheel. Do not exaggerate.
Yeah, that would
it
be good,
because it
Cobron,
might fill
if
up
you can
along,
post the
a
NVIDIA
lot of the
settings,
center
because this is
point of
really
steering,
bad. Like,
but
try
then
to.
it will cover
it's
all the
only
effects
really
as
this
you
track
grow
as well.
the steering wheel angle and you go into the corner and everything will become flat.
Let me just double check
Brake
something.
field boost. This is the load that you feel from the tires and the suspension where you're
90%
braking
brake
and you
pressure, okay.
turning into the corner. We set that to 33. We think it's a very, very good compromise to cover all the steering wheels. Try it. Let us know. Force feedback smoothing. Now, I prefer to have it 0. We set it at, I think, 3 or 4, something like that. It will create some spikes and some small vibrations to your steering wheel. Some people like it, some people don't. Depends also on your steering wheel. Be careful with that. Do not exaggerate it. I would recommend to start with a 5%, go up to 10%, not overdo it, because it will cover up all the proper vibrations that you might need to feel. Force feedback headroom. Now, we have it that, I think, something like 120% on the default setting. If you have a strong force feedback wheel, set it to 100. If you have a weak, stay to 120, 130 max. What that does? Well,
Jesus.
you have your force feedback, you are at the very limit of the forces of the car, and you are at the very limit of your steering wheel base and what forces you can generate, and you hit a bump. This setting will generate a little bit of extra margin so that you can feel the gap and the bump or the hit of something, of a bump or a curve or something like this. If you don't have any of this, then you will not feel anything at all. So it pays to have it into a little bit of an extra over the 100. Don't overdo it, because again it might make your whole steering wheel feel very, very weak if you have a weak steering wheel. Or if you have a strong one, it will simply hover. You don't need it practically. And finally, rumble strength, which we set it at 42.
Do you like the new
because
colours,
it is the answer
sharpness?
to universe, life, and everything.
Contrast
And on top of that,
is
also a very, very
definitely,
good number to feel the
out of
curves
whack.
and the vibration from the curves, the vibration from the marbles or bumps on the road, etc. So that's a good number. We think that this is a very, very good base to start from. Every time you come to us and you have this base, we can help you and additionally give you extra parameters depending on your force feedback and your needs, because obviously it changes from person to person. But it's at least we have a common base with everybody, which is important. A common base for everybody. Now, an extra thing to remember. It is very important to let your brain create muscle memory for what you see on the screen and what you feel from the force feedback. If you keep on changing sliders and values, like you storm into the steering, you go into the game, and you go for a spin, and for whatever reason
Hello,
you
Mike,
don't
welcome
feel
to the stream,
what
mate.
you would like to feel.
If
or
you've got any
have in your mind to
suggestions,
feel,
I would
and you
say
start
go over to
moving
the
around,
Discord,
you
put
go
it in the
back,
Discord.
moving around again. That's never gonna work.
It's maybe the best place
It's
for it,
never
mate.
gonna work. Your brain needs to
If you're having problems
make
with
a
force
connection
feedback and
between
stuff like
what
that.
you see on the screen and what you feel from your steering wheel. So, go to the basics, drive for 2 days, 3 days, get back to us, tell us what you feel, what you don't feel, what you
Me personally, I don't
would
really
like
have
to
any
improve.
issues with the force feedback.
We'll take care of you.
If I
and
do
again,
need to set them on the
then
go, I just
another 2 days of,
I normally
driving,
set it in the
see how you feel.
in my
Right.
wheels app,
Extra thing about that, let's pick
so that I don't have to drop
right
out of
away
the
a car
out of the gaming.
and show you something. So we're gonna pick, I don't know, we're gonna pick a GT3, of course.
I suppose
here,
it really depends on the wheel that you're using.
and go to Monza for a very specific reason. Piazza, opposite. And I want to showcase you what the damping and the friction that you can change on the driver's values of your steering base. You cannot change that much from the game. You need to act on the values from your driver sliders. What
Wow,
and
what
how
is
to
going on,
use them
guys?
to create a better experience, right? So we have this. Hope you can hear. If the game is too loud, let me know and we can take it down a notch.
Might be too quiet so far.
Let me see if I
Alright.
can get something up.
So-
Too quiet. Hear too much, yeah. You can barely hear it.
Not too much. Too much. Give me a second. I'm gonna lower
Yeah,
it.
too quiet. No, you need to turn it up, Aris. It's too quiet.
Turn it up. All right. How's it? Better?
A little bit more, just a tad more.
That's good. That's good. Right there.
Yeah, that's
Good.
That's
Okay.
fine.
See
perfect.
window capture.
So here's what you want really to do. You want to go to Monza.
Brianza.
Pick up some speed, 150, you know, like that, okay, and give it a little bump to your steering wheel and let it go.
Select window.
Okay, if your steering wheel doesn't go to crazy oscillation and it keeps going straight after a while, you see what I'm doing? Okay, this is the correct amount of friction that you need.
Where is it?
So, my advice is, you do the basic force feedback settings, you go to Monza, you try. If it has too much oscillation, you go to your driver, to your steering-based driver. Maybe you can do that also for the rim. I can do it from the rim here. And you start adding some damper and some friction. Slowly, 10% at a time, 10% at a time, to the point that it doesn't oscillate anymore. Once you have arrived to that point that it doesn't oscillate anymore, what you need to do is that you need to take your car, go to one of the corners, all right? Let's get into it.
How do I make it so I can zoom in on that?
And provoke some oversteer. Now,
I can do
you
half and
want the
half.
counter steer to be natural, okay? That you can catch it, like that. So you can catch the oversteer. And it's not, you know, difficult to move the steering wheel because it has too much damping. So again, you see here.
Can I?
Natural, not too much friction. If you have too much friction, you need to back down a little bit your damping. Even if it adds you a little bit of oscillation, you need to back down your damping and your friction. If you don't have issues, that's fine, fantastic. So this is the perfect situation. No oscillation and no friction to counter steer and realign. It has to be free. All right, that would be the perfect way to experience not only Project Motor Racing, but pretty much any other title out there.
No.
All right, so that's what we would like for you to experience, and what we think is a very, very good base to start working on.
Where's the center of that? About there.
Let me know, guys, if you have any questions from this first part. If you have something to discuss.
Yeah, so far we're just discussing you calling it.
Center's probably all
not
there.
calling it Brianza.
If I put this over there.
I said every time you call it Brianza, I'm cutting.
That'll be right, won't it? Let's do that.
Yes, sir. All right. So, well, you know, since we do that, we could go and have a go at Sebring with actually an Australian V8 car and showcase. You know, now we have two, as you know, wonderful, beautiful. I love them, and showcase a little bit what you can do with the new physics, how the first feedback moves around, because obviously Sebring is so bumpy and it's so beautiful to feel the curves and the bumps and everything. All right, so here we are. Let's go. No ABS, no traction control. We started with the warmers. We could start also without the warmers, but the Australian V8 supercars from 2013 have relatively wide range of temperature. You're not losing that much grip when the tires are cold. Things to remember about those cars. They have a spool differential, practically completely locked differential, both in power and in coast. So because of that, it's going to be hard and difficult to put down the power. You can see lots of drifting action. So you need to deal with this, and you need to start learning to that. Look at this, it's cool, it's wonderful. And we're going to discuss it. But number one thing that I want to show you is that once we are going to warm up a little bit our tires, you can even, you know, brake 100%. It doesn't really lock. I've heard already comments on Discord, I'm instantly locking, I have to take the power at 80%. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, that you're locking because you're trying to pull a lot of braking inside the corner. Brake earlier, straight, right? And then go in the corner. Don't do like me, don't do like Iris, you know, brake earlier and go in the corner properly. But if you brake earlier and you brake in a straight line, you shouldn't have big issues of big lockups. Besides, I think PMR simulates the lock of the brakes and the force feedback and of the sound in a very, very good way. It gives you a lot of help, and it's easy to just hear the tires, lock up and instantly modulate. It takes a little bit of effort, of course. It takes a lot of practice. I'm not saying it's easy, but that's the whole wonderful thing about sim racing in a title that gives you all that feedback. Now, this, for example, is one of the most difficult corners. I agree. So you need to go there easier, brake earlier, don't overdo it. Take your time. And now, on the accelerator, wonderful oversteer, and let's go. Now our tires are getting warmed up. We are at about 95 degrees.
It's probably
and again,
not the greatest
earlier
video,
braking.
is it?
Modulate as you turn in.
Is it
Release
just
it.
me or is it lagging?
And then on the accelerator. Those are cars that they
I don't know if
love
it's
to
lagging
be
for you guys,
slowed
actually. Oh, it's
down
lagging
on a
on mine,
straight
that's
line,
why.
like this.
Iris
And
is
then
lagging.
release, go in, and make them turn with the accelerator. Don't try to turn them with the braking. Yes, you can. It's an advanced technique, but first learn to turn them with the accelerator, rotate the car on the accelerator, brake a little bit earlier, then you're gonna go to the more advanced technique of, trail braking in, rotate the car on the brakes and so on and
Let
so
me see
forth.
if he's lagging.
One step at a time. Don't force yourself to do things that
Yeah, it might be him lagging.
simply need time and method. All right?
I'm not going to be on for much longer anyway,
No.
guys. 2 hours. I would say
Let's
if
say
you
that,
if you
okay,
want to
I
watch
still
it,
have issues. What I
go
can
to the
do
Discord.
Well, I got you covered. I love
So
it.
you got it on in the Discord. Just go on your phone or whatever.
You can tell you're really enjoying this, bro.
Yeah, I really like it. You can really work it out, and it's cool. And I mean, look at this when you go into those curves here. This third gear, pack it in.
Before we
go
get anywhere,
over
let
the
me
curve.
check what the times are for this.
Too much. All right, but then you go there and you still feel it, going on the two wheels. It's so cool. Anyway, let's go back to the pits for a moment. Now,
Where is it?
how to set up suspension? Because those cars have
Is
the
that- what is going on with that?
completely locked rear differential, every time I turn in,
Okay, I
they
see
are
what's
going to
on.
push. All right. They're
So the
always
window
going
has
to
to
go
be in that
under
position.
a little bit in entry and mid corner. That is the reason why they use so much negative camber at the front. And the real cars, when you set them up for racing, some of the best drivers, they will go even higher and use, minus 5.6. It's absolutely crazy. They do that. The problem with that is the more negative camber you run, the more of a good driver you have to be under braking, because obviously the tire is not connected to the ground anymore. When you're going straight, the tire has just a small amount of tread touching the ground. So you're gonna better braking.
What I can do is just go like
this
that.
shorter braking
Just
distances,
make it bigger.
better braking feel. Well, I have good news and bad news for you. The good news is that you need to lower the camber as much as possible,
So I think I'm
and
done
as
with
much
racing.
as the setup lets you to do so. You need to find something different to make the car rotate. It's a problem. So let's say that we will try this now. So we will raise a little bit the rear arm. That will lower the traction, but at least it will make the car rotate, specifically in turn-in. We could even raise a little bit the front end, so we lose some extra camber here as well, because obviously dynamic camber gain from the suspension. All right. Not the ideal situation. We can lower a little bit the turn-in. I'm exaggerating the setup so I can show you the difference in braking with and without camber.
Trying to make this so I
All
can
right,
put
let's go
both
back
on the screen,
in again.
guys. Game capture.
Cold tires
Game capture.
would be
Just
nice
sit
to
behind
keep
it,
them
innit?
up a little bit.
How do I do this?
You see, I already have more understeer now. obviously.
I think
But-
we'll have to make that smaller.
Even with colder tires, I can be more, safe on. I can be more violent on my brake pedal and not be so afraid that I'm gonna lock up. It takes more
So it's a
of
16 here I need to get.
braking force
Right,
to lock
there
up
it
the
goes.
front tires because we have a better, we have less negative camber, and as such on a straight line, we have more tread touching the ground. You see, I'm negative. I'm really, more violent into the
Yeah,
braking
okay.
pedal.
I'm with you, mate.
As you saw already,
We're gonna
more
turn that up.
understeer.
I just
both
want to
on
beat this
turning,
time.
Mid corner and even exit. Now, obviously, in exit, that's not a big of a deal.
I don't mind leaving the
just
sound
slam
on.
the throttle and just, provoke a little bit of rotation or too much, like that.
Probably learn how to use
But on the
OBS a
turning-
bit better,
It's gonna be more of an issue.
Picture in picture.
A little bit earlier, go straight, go in, wait, then. Again, I repeat, this is an exaggerated setup. You need to find some balance, all right? But it is a demonstration of what you can do to improve the situation.
Right, what we're aiming for
See the
here, I
understeer here?
think, is 16 something, 16.8, I think.
Now, I
What
could
has got?
also
Well, I'm not paying attention.
give extra brake bias at the rear. So we did that now.
Yeah, so if you actually,
But
any of you guys,
because
if you,
we have
any
no
of you here
ABS,
to
because
see
we
the
have,
air, mate, you got to go over to the
limited
stream,
downforce
guys.
and so on.
Go over to the Discord.
You have to be careful because it's
I don't
easy
mind leaving the
to
sound
lock
up,
up the rear. And if you lock up the rear,
but
you
if
know,
you actually want to watch it, you're going to have to go to the
very
stream
fast to catch it.
on
See
Discord.
how much understeer I have now? And I'm already overheating the surface of the tires here. The surface can cool
What they normally do
down
is
very
they'll
fast.
put up
We're
the,
gonna talk about all this stuff in a minute.
They put up the stream a
But
couple of
you
days
can
after
already
on
see
YouTube, so-
a first indication of what's happening. You see, understeer.
Yeah, no worries, Oil.
You need the
Take
front
it-
end,
take care, buddy.
camber. But use
Kinda-
less.
I can't drive this car today.
Get
Something going
used
on with
to
it.
braking and modulating the brake pedal and pressure. Then slowly add up more and more negative camber and see how much you can do. Any questions on that, guys, from the community?
It's not much a question to that specifically, but one good question popped up, which is, will you be able to explain exactly what headroom is? As
On
in
the
force
first feedback?
feedback headroom. Yes.
Yeah, sure. Let's go for a moment on the settings, controls, and input device settings. So we're talking about that force feedback headroom, right? So here's the deal. Let's say that your steering wheel can give 10 Newton meters of torque. That's all the force it can do, right? If you set your force feedback gain to 100% and your steering wheel to 100%, it will give you at a corner 10 Newton meters. That's all it can give you. And then during that corner, you hit a curve. Now the physics say, oh, you just hit a curve. Here's a spike for torque or from the tires and from the suspension. It sends it back to your steering wheel, but your steering wheel cannot give 12 Newton meters. It will still give 10. So that's the clipping that we say about. That's why where you are losing some information. Now, the more force feedback headroom you give over 100, the more it will try to compress a little bit the forces that you feel. So, for example, you're at the corner and you should, because you have 100% everywhere, you should feel 10 Newton meters. Well, what this does is it's gonna compress it and it's gonna give you a range of 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9, and you will feel, the forces going up and down as you move through the corner. 8, 9, 8, 9, it will leave that 1 Newton meter when you hit the curve and it will spike to give you the full 10. So it avoids a little bit of it avoids some clipping.
Oh my god.
Nothing is for free because what it does
73,
obviously
we
to
still got to
achieve
find
that
out officer.
is, first of all, it will make your force feedback slightly weaker, but also it will create the range of torque because before it will be like 8, 10.
I don't know if he's
8,
too.
10,
Is he
8,
too
10
loud,
because
guys?
of bumps
No, he
or
can't be.
whatever.
He's about the same as me.
Now it will be 8, 9, 8, 9, 8, 9.
Go
To
with
achieve some
that.
extra headroom, some extra space, to give you some extra force if that is needed. That's why we're telling you if you have a strong enough
little bit more.
steering wheel that you don't put 100%, keep it to 100%, it's fine. If you have a weak steering wheel, you will need some of that to avoid tipping, but if you overdo it, it's gonna compress so much all the variances of the forces that you're gonna start feeling less of force feedback while you drive. I hope that is clear.
Yep. For me, it is. I understood.
Type it now, so let's see what his reply is. So the 100 value means 100%, correct?
To be honest with you, I will need to double verify it, but I think 100% is like, alright, we're not gonna add any headroom and everything works fine. Because underneath, I don't feel something, I'm gonna try this extra happening, and over it is where I start feeling all the situations happening. Alright. Alright, let's go to something that most people want to see, and for that I'm gonna grab a GT3 car and then we'll go back to our GT4 also to showcase. But let's grab a GT3 and showcase let's go. It's a wonderful Honda. Nobody picks the Honda. It's so beautiful. So yeah, it's amazing. So let's go to Nürburgring GP for a moment. It's easy to do this test that I'm about. Showcase what the heck is going on with the tires, and they were worn out so fast. What did you do, guys? All right, so for this patch, as you know, we completely made a complete overhaul of the whole GT4 and GT3 classes, all brand new physics, all brand new tire model, everything is new. It was a necessary thing
Can't
to
get through
do.
that corner.
I know that some of you are a little bit upset because you cannot use your old setups. Here's what happens, first of all. Now, those cars have homologated gear ratios. Okay, the gear ratios are fixed for all those cars. The only thing that they might be changing are some final drives depending on what class are they racing. They're racing on the SRO, they have a specific final ratio. They're racing at IMSA where they have to deal, I don't know, with the long straights of Daytona, they have a slightly longer final ratio. They race at, I don't know, Asia Championship, they might have a different final ratio. But that's all the difference you get. Normally, those cars have fixed homologation values. This is an additional part in realism to drive the car with the correct aerodynamic aero map, the correct engine, the correct turbos, pressures, the correct suspensions, and of course the correct drivetrain. Because all of that put together gives the car the character. I'm not saying that, oh my god, but before I could change everything, but here's the deal. If you change everything, then the car stops being a GT3. It becomes a silhouette or whatever, I don't know, where you can change pretty much everything. Cars have homologations because they're made in that way, and they have technical manuals. That's the car. So now we drive the car, the specific car. Unfortunately, if you have old setups, the old setup will try to load some ratios that the system doesn't accept, and you might end up with very strange ratios here, and you might end up with a car that just goes to first gear to 200 kilometers per hour, or the second gear is like 300 kilometers per hour. You don't want that. So you have to go to the load setup, click on the default and load your default settings. Now, that is not to say that you cannot go back to the suspension and bring back your previous setup that you might prefer. But I do have my doubts that your previous setup will give you the same handling as before, because we've changed so much the aerodynamic maps following the real aerodynamic aero maps of the cars. We changed the suspension geometries to follow the real cars, etc. So the previous values, it's a very, very big probability they just won't work anymore. All right? That is for the setups. So my number one advice is load up the car, load up the default setup if you have anything else that's not the default, and go for a couple of laps. That said, tire wear situations and the whole tire situation right now with this. Let's go and find out what we did. Okay? So, first of all, you see that now we have pretty much cold tires. If you haven't used tire warmer, you're gonna end up with exiting the box, and you're gonna have really blue and like 20 degrees tires. When you're gonna do that, you're gonna exit from the pit lane, and you're gonna be like, what happened to my first feedback? Everything is so soft and I cannot feel anything. And oh my god, the car is on ice because already it moves around, and I'm going to the first turn and no grip at all, And even with traction control 6, the car already wants to over-rotate, go straight, over-rotate. What is this? Beep beep. Why is like that? Well, we are actually now simulating the rigidity and the not functionality of the adhesive molecular grip of the tires when they are cold. Yes, PMR can simulate all of that properly with an actually adhesive molecular grip, and this is what happens. So you have to be patient and do a couple of laps. Already, if the tires arrive to somewhere around 60, they should feel a little bit better.
Oh my god.
And you should start feeling more force feedback also. So let's go here, patience.
Every other
in the
time
corners.
I do that corner grid.
Push
and
them
then I
in
do a
straight line and in braking. Don't push the braking distance, so brake earlier, but hard on the brakes so they can start, generating heat from the slip racing. We're already at 55. Particularly careful on high-speed corners. Go easy, like that. Don't push the car too much. Hard on the brakes, straight line, release, go in.
Let's go again.
We're already getting higher. You see, we're 58, 60 now. Kinda greenish, and I can already feel that the first wheel is coming alive again. It's becoming more and stronger with every corner that I'm going. I can already start pushing slightly more. Yes, definitely stiffer and harder for feedback. They also start to bite, so I can understand that when I'm going through that previous bump, it gave me some movement, because now they have the elasticity to start, grabbing the asphalt. Before they would just go over, nothing changes. 70, we are
You've got to do
already
this in 1 or 2 laps.
to the temperature of the tire warmers, and I can already feel much more force feedback now.
Just a reminder, guys,
So
if you
in
want to
other
watch
words,
the AMA,
to translate what
you
you
got to
just
go to the
said,
Discord.
the force feedback is dependent
Can't
on the tire
really
temperature.
stream it because
The warmer the tires
there's a
are,
bit
the
of
more
lag
you can
between
feel. Is
Discord
that correct?
and OBS.
This is correct if you want to make the absolute conclusion, but it is even more nerdy than that. The first feedback is connected to the force generated from the tires, which when cold is obviously lower, and also the hard reaction
Oh,
of the
corner.
tread that doesn't move and doesn't twist and doesn't flex because they are cold and they are like wood. They are wooden. And so you feel all of that on the first feedback that simply does not communicate. It is very blunt while you're sliding or not. It doesn't matter, because the tread doesn't have any flexibility. It's just a wooden surface that is touching the ground. As you keep on heating up the tires, all right, the whole carcass and the surface become active molecularly and chemically. They start being more flexible. You know, rubber. Hot rubber is more flexible. We all know that. And that gets transmitted to your first feedback, because the first feedback gives you what the thread is moving, twisting, trying to grab the surface like this.
How is that such a better lap?
It's very cool. I love this kind of stuff.
I'm into that. That's incredible. We could make a whole
Pretty
podcast
sure it's a
just on
fast
this.
lap as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So you see, now I can push. I can push the braking zone. I have a lot of force here. I can go through the throttle, and I don't get
16, let's have a look.
oversteer. Look at that. That's 100%.
Let's have a look, see if that is
Car just accelerates.
fast lap.
Obviously, I have a lot of traction control.
On 16.872, 1:16.850. Right, we take that, guys. We move on to the
Car
next
goes
one.
where I want to, and I keep on building
Did
temperature.
I?
All right.
I need to save that.
Now
don't
let's do a more pushy lap and see what is going to happen to the tires.
I got a funny
I touched a
feeling.
little bit the outside curb over there, and instantly I had a little bit of extra
That's gonna
oversteer.
mess
It
me
was
up.
so nice to catch.
Try to go over the
Understeer
pitch
here.
first.
You can see already. Oops. You can see already
Right, 16.850?
The
course, I
tire
didn't accept it again,
widget,
guys.
and see the surface of the tires, so the top part of the tires, how they start becoming yellowish and orange if I
Tex
push
has
the
already
tire too
set a new
much
time as
into
well.
the corner. Okay, this is the surface temperature of the tire getting really overheated. Now, in reality, the surface, we
This
call
is
it
winding me up, guys.
flash surface temperature. The surface of a tire is extremely active, extremely active. It's gonna go from like 80, 90 degrees up to 150
killing me, man.
during the corner, and down again in the straight line into 80 degrees. You can see the tire becomes really, really hot if you overdo it, and then comes down again on the straight line. Now, obviously, this is not
Is anybody getting anywhere near
without
that guy?
problems,
No.
because first of all, when you overheat the surface and you bring it over 120 degrees,
I don't know
it
how
starts,
how this guy is
evaporating,
getting like
and it
he's got
starts
like 2.5
becoming
seconds.
very
On a cops as fast.
soft and
I'm
almost
not too
liquid
bad
style,
in
fluid.
this car.
So you feel force feedback that it is less precise. You start getting
Why
some
is all my setup still here?
sliding, understeer, oversteer, whatever that is.
deleted them
And that heat it gets transmitted slowly to the core. What that means? The core hits the inside air temperature.
It is a crazy
raises
time. At
your pressure.
37 is
That means that your pressure might go over the ideal, and that means that your
one
tread is not
it's unbelievable.
flat
surely.
anymore. The hotter core will also make
Yeah,
the
37.7.
surface during the straight.
So just for
to
comparison,
stay at a
hang on,
la-
let me
the first
turn.
corner, they will
Why is
go even
Aris so
higher
loud, man?
on
Hang on.
the flash surface, because they start from like 90 or 95.
Yeah, so the fastest time last week, and it was the same track last week,
Let me show you what is happening.
and it was Lamborghini. So everybody had setups for the Lamborghini because we hadn't had the update yet, and the fastest time in that was 38.
What's this? 92 already.
Yeah, it's pissing me off, mate. Like I've already put up a bug report for it, and I keep setting times, and it's happened like what 4 times already this week since the update yesterday. It's happened 4 times. It did it on this. It did it on the FD. Sorry, the JP one. It's done it twice. It's done it for the GTE Porsche. It's also done it for the Lister as well, so that's 5 times this week already. it's more than half of the time it hasn't registered, so it's a little bit annoying. But what can you do about it? There's nothing you can do about it other than report it. Let me turn Aris back up a little bit.
Sorry, but you also need to have a balanced
Yeah, frustrating really it
and
is.
you need to have a balanced
It's one
driving
of those
style.
things you just want to work.
Yes, you can push the tires for a lap, 2 laps, 4
is
laps.
that- have I got
But
2
then
laps? No,
you
I've
need
got
to
2
act on the
laps.
consequences. You need to step down a little bit.
I don't know if I turned the
and
game down, by
not
the way,
force
so let
the
me know if you
tire
can't hear
so
it.
much. You see, you can still turn with less steering wheel, but if you do this, you know, you're gonna hit it up more. Another thing, yes, you're gonna be faster with less assist, like
Yeah, if you
traction
go over that
control
curve
and
as well,
ABS.
you die.
I remind again for people that
Found
might
that-
not know,
found that out the
traction
hard way
control
on,
and ABS
Boris's
are
stream
permitted
yesterday.
on those cars in real life, and the drivers use them actively. But you can definitely be faster if you lower the traction control and ABS.
I don't know how he's done it, man.
But
It's,
that's not without
I mean, I know
disadvantages.
how he's done it.
So let's
surely.
go down to ABS
It's the only time he's sat on the boards.
and down to traction control 3. As you
Like
see,
he
we are
was
about
testing,
90
you know what I mean?
degrees to 87 degrees on the left side of the tires. Let's do a couple of laps
Because
now.
I put in a decent
with
time
less
yesterday.
traction
I
control
actually
ABS.
thought it was a
I
good
would
time.
try to
And
drive
then he goes
normally,
and
so
does,
not
well,
overdo it
it's
with
3 seconds
oversteer
faster than
of
my
stuff.
time.
So nothing, you know, crazy. Just drive. Let's see what is going to happen with our tires. All right, let's go.
I've noticed the tyres
I love how
they
it moves
wear
around,
a lot.
you know,
See
when
the
you have
inside,
less ABS.
the inside wall there on that back right tyre. Just from that spin, it's like the tyres
All right.
disappeared, isn't it?
Here we go.
Yeah, they are like more like ACC. I agree.
Somebody
with
asks on the chat,
that. Nobody should really be
Yeah.
jumping
what
curves
is
in this.
the optimal tire pressure for a GT3 car? And
Yeah, the optimal tire
I've-
pressure is around 1.8 bars. Around.
but obviously that depends on personal preference and track and setup.
1.8 bars, which is
Right.
about 26, 27
Apologies.
PSI,
Let
whatever it
me
is.
reiterate this. 1.8 bar at cold conditions. So whatever you have starting,
Whatever
cold,
you're saying, like
you
ideally
would
it's
like
like 26,
your tires to
27
arrive
PSI.
at around 1.8, 1.85, something around there, when you have done already 3 to 4 laps. Okay, this is what you want to have with and deal with.
What's that about?
That's the
25, 26 PSI?
27 maybe? I don't remember, but somewhere around there, yeah. Somewhere around there.
Around 26.
Which is about right.
So you see,
That's where
guys,
you want
how
it to
we
be.
are already in 1 lap up to 98 and 91
Unlike the
degrees,
F1 cars that run
on
them
the
at
core,
like 20
and
PSI.
the surface starts hitting more and more.
Well, these are not
Why is that?
F1 cars.
Well,
so.
when you are loading the ABS and the traction,
I don't know if I
you permit more slip
I
edge
don't know if I did anything
to
with
your
the
tires, from braking
setup
and from
to this
accelerating.
yesterday.
It
When I set
doesn't
a good
mean
time.
that you have
Feels a bit
slide
too
around,
loose now.
but the slip edge is more. Okay, and that starts bringing up the temperatures. So what I want to show you with that? Well, yes, you can lower those and be faster, or you can lower those and add some temperature if you're missing some, or you can raise those, traction control ABS I mean again, and you know, take your temperatures a little bit down.
Spun
So,
and lost a chunk of the inside wear,
The
yeah.
assist
I saw someone put in the
do not
Discord earlier
become
that
now
like
only
they did
a
an outlap
performance or a
and the tyres
control
were fucking gone.
parameter, but they become also
He
an,
must have been
an
like
active
spinning
tire
everywhere.
temperature parameter, which is very cool. You can play with 2 clicks more ABS and have, you know, cooler tires or hotter tires, so on and so forth.
I'm just going to answer a question in the chat unrelated to driving at the moment. Somebody asked, is anti-cheat enabled in factory
no.
driving challenge? It is enabled. One thing to take note though is it works slightly differently towards the ranked anti-cheat. So the ranked anti-cheat will notice if you're cheating as soon as you join the ranked event. So if you change the tires or any agent files or anything that will increase the speed or mess around with the physics of the vehicle, when you join a ranked event, that will come up with a message and kicking you out of it, saying the verifications of the files failed, and it'll kick you out. This doesn't happen straight away in Factory Driver Challenge. If you submit a time, a valid time while cheating, it will not upload it to the leaderboard. So you won't come up, it won't give you the pop-up saying you're cheating. It just won't upload it to the leaderboard. So it's a little more hidden. It's not as easy to know, but anti-cheat is, or at least should be working
So
now.
everybody's cheating because
full
nobody
intention
gets their fucking time uploaded.
as of the last update.
I wonder
there were some
if that's
potential
what's happening
exploits,
with it.
which we have fixed and pushed in the latest update. So
42
if you do feel like there is anybody still cheating, or you're, hear of any information, then please do let us know, of course. There's always a chance for people to find out new exploits and new ways of getting around it. So yeah, do keep us updated if there's anything on that, but it should be working now with full intention of how it is.
And always
So-
make sure you don't have any rogue files in the game files, because that might accidentally give you a false positive.
Yes, exactly. Sometimes that can happen. But yeah, so I
And-
would be personally interested to see this next week if the same people are at the top of the leaderboards since we fixed it this point or two. So, I mean, I'm waiting now.
We all
to
know
see
who
if
he's
the
talking
leaderboards
about,
are gonna be
guys.
The same as last week.
We all know who he's talking about.
Also, and of
Recruiter?
course, for people that might have some rogue files or whatever, remember verify integrity from Steam. Get back all your files. Simple solution. Work fine.
Yeah.
All right, so you saw that I had a spin, and you saw that I have some pretty severe
Oh my God.
tire wear here and here, and a lot of red that actually flashes. Oh my God, why it flashing? What is this?
Tell
Why
me,
it
you
flashing?
can
Well, it's very
save more.
simple. The
Save
flashes
more
that you see is the tire that just rotates.
potential
So,
spins.
This tire here, that is red.
I'd
this
like
is
to
the
know where
surface
he's
that
fine in
was
5
locked.
seconds, man.
And I was spinning around,
3
but it
seconds,
was that
sorry.
single surface locked. And as I'm slowly going forward, you will see that goes away and comes back again.
I feel
Goes
like
away,
you can't
comes
push
back
this
again.
car 100%, but
This is how our tire widget
you
works.
can't. So you can't put
Now,
any
Why
less
I
anti-rear
wore
on it,
down
to stop
that
it
much?
oversteering.
This is what
and you
happens.
can't put any more
when
front anti-roll,
you have a spin
which
and
adds a bit more
you
understeer.
start spinning around at high speed,
I don't know
and
where
you
to
lock your
find-
tires because you're pressing at the brake
Maybe we
hard
need
and
to
you lock your tires.
make
Even if you have
spring rates a bit
ABS,
stiffer.
when you're spinning, the ABS cannot
And let's
understand
bring down
what is going on because
those-
obviously you are backwards, 90 degrees, whatever, and you are still able of locking the tire, which means that only a single surface of the tire will stay put on the ground, and that will wear
Is there any new
the
guys
tire
here?
a lot and very, very
I'd
fast.
appreciate if you subscribe, guys.
This is the reason
If you like the content.
why in
I
real
do
life,
stream
you see
like
sometimes
3 or 4 times a week,
real drivers
and then we have
having a spin and not touching the brakes and slowly
championship
going
race every
backwards.
Sunday,
Obviously,
which
they
is going to be
cannot
twice a
look
week.
where
It's
they're
going to
going
be
because
on a, probably on a
you have to
Tuesday as well.
orient yourself, and the
So-
mirrors that they have done do not really do much work. And you see them crawling slowly towards the sand trap or the wall,
Yeah, that like,
and you're
subscribe,
screaming on your
please.
screen, and you're like,
Really
"Stop!
appreciate
What
it.
are you doing? Press the brakes!" And they don't press the brakes.
And we are looking for more
Because
people
the
to join
number
the
one thing a
join the
professional driver
championship
learns
league.
through their go-karting
So
years and
you can
all
find that
their
through
career
BT
is when you're
SRL.
spinning, except if you are in a very dangerous
Anybody wants a
situation.
link, let
If
me
the
know.
spin is controllable and you know where you're gonna end up, do not touch the brakes.
But you will be able to
If you
find
touch
it
the
in
brakes, you're gonna
in the
end
PMR
up
Discord.
flat spotting
link
severely
in that.
your tires. This is going to happen, as you see it here. Which
Brand
means
who
that
runs
you
it also
really need
has.
to go to the pits and change
hang
your
on,
tires.
let me turn
which is-
this boy down a bit. So you can also find that he's put up a single player championship. What's going on with my gears? Hang on. Yeah, there's a single player championship up there as well. It's set up by Brent, and it covers GTs for a single season, which is pretty cool.
Safe to start pushing now, mate. Tyres are good.
But yeah, we currently have like 20 people in the league. We're looking for more. Preferably more full-time drivers, because there's a few spare drivers. I don't think I can drive this car, guys. I need a setup for it. I need to wait for somebody to build a setup for this. I cannot get it to a stable setup to save my life. Yeah, I'm never going to try it. I'm going to break my arms trying to drive this thing. Right, let's go and try a different car. Who have we got up there? Yeah, 37. Like nearly 3 seconds, guys. How do you do that, man? He sits out there for 20 meters. Yeah, they got to sort it, man. They got to sort. The tyre wear is overly excessive. Like, you can't expect people to race in GT3s and not kick the back end out, man. Like, if you see like IRL GT3s, they're proper putting them on the edge. You're not going to be able to do that with the tyres, the current tyre that they're using. Right, we're 5th in that. We're like a second off. I'm going to try a GT Porsche. I don't have a setup for this either. Right, let's put
Times,
I'll put Aerospire on. Sorry,
the
guys.
spin is manageable. You see where you're going. It's just a spin outside of the corner.
I'm controlling
Don't
it
hit
on
the brakes.
OBS instead
Wait
of
for the car to end the spin, then slow
So
down.
I'm turning it down for you guys and not turning it down for
we
me.
did just, I don't know, 720. No tire wear at all.
Right,
Does the
GT
force
Porsche, we
feedback
got to beat.
simulate
We
a
basically
flat
got to
spot?
get a 41 dead to beat it.
The first feedback simulates a flat spot. It's not as realistic as it should be. I'll be honest with you. What I mean by that, a flat spot in a real car will make your teeth fall off. Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get any
And
setup
a
for
flat
this
spot
either.
in PMR, you will just feel vibrations going faster or not. I think we should maybe raise it a little bit, but it's going to be a compromise.
Try run
It's
the
going to
higher
be a
wing.
compromise. We can argue on the Discord forum as much as you want, guys, how much you want it to be hardcore or not. I don't know, honestly. I don't
a
have
great car. I
the
love
right
this
answer
car.
because if I vibrate like crazy the steering wheel because you have a tiny bit of flat spot, then the smart boys will just lower the first feedback, so you lose everything, which is stupid. I hate that, but they will do it. I know they will do it. People that have families and maybe they drive late at night will be like, what the fuck, cannot drive this thing. And again, it's an issue. So we need to find a good balance into that. All for
This is going mental, isn't he?
opinions. Let's discuss it on the Discord. It's not from a gameplay point of view. It's a little of a problem. At least though, from a physics point of view, we do have the severity in grip, and we do have the fact that if you have a flat spot, it's very, very probable that you're gonna lock up again on the flat spot, because every time the tire turns and you are braking on the threshold, maybe with low ABS or no ABS at all, even worse, and you have a flat spot, obviously the moment that it will arrive at the flat spot, the grip is less, so it will lock there, even if before during the rotation you were at the threshold. So that happens.
Very good. How about we jump into GT forecast next?
Yeah. Yep. Let's go to the G. And then we'll go back.
And here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. Which one do you prefer?
Oh, the GT Force. Wow, that's. So you know what? I tend to prefer the M4 because
Why is
it's
that?
heavy
Nope.
and bouncy
That
a
didn't
little
work,
bit.
did it?
And I prefer a lot the Nissan and the Supra because they feel like more like, you know, normal street cars. It's just like they bounce a little bit, they roll a little bit more. And
Yeah,
to
the
me,
Nissan
they're
is
more
better.
like street cars and they are just funny, not even fun. They are funny. It just makes me laugh, you know. Now, if you talk to me about, you know, proper handling and ability or not, you know, how you can work around them. I really like the Alpine. I really like the Cayman. I really like the Mercedes. They're really good to drive properly on, you know, on a performance level. The Alpine is a little bit too twitchy for my personal taste. I tend to prefer a little bit more stable cars, but that's personal taste. The Mercedes is really, really fast, and the Cayman, I mean, Porsche Cayman is probably the benchmark for that. Right. So what we can do?
Based on that, I think I'd
Yeah.
like to see you try the BMW or even the Camaro because I think they are the.
They are very,
the
very
class.
similar in behavior, let's say. All right. Where should we go? Where should we go? Should we try the?
You haven't got the test center installed, do you?
Sorry?
You haven't got the test center installed.
No, I forgot to install it again. Damn it. I mean, we can show it. It's mockup, so let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
I think somebody
let's
else
go
put it
back.
out.
What's the end video?
So here's a guide of how to
How-
download mods.
Download content
You also
in
struggled here,
Content Motor
yeah.
Racing, PC.
I appreciate that, mate.
everything's
I'll,
compatible.
I'll take a
Just
look at
go
that.
to the downloadable content, click here, select your category. You can even try your vehicle setups and most
Is that
importantly,
is your
guys,
name
if you
name the
have a
same on
setup shop
on Steam?
and you want to showcase a demo of your setups, you can submit it to the mod hub. We enable it. People come in, they see the wonderful icons, but because you need to put an icon, they go in. You have a nice description with all your setups here.
Yeah, I can imagine
And
people are
you
gonna
can have here
struggle with
your
this.
link. It's
This
not
track
going to
is
be
not the
clickable,
easiest.
because we don't allow this. But people can, you know,
I'm
write it
I'm
down.
probably about
and
I'm currently
go
about
to your
second
setup
off
shop
top
and
time.
maybe buy
People are
some
going to set
setups
way
that they
fast
are,
at times.
you know, more hardcore and more.
So the top time is a
made ad hoc
41-1.
for your
And I have
client.
a 42-2, I think.
So, ideas, you know, ideas. Anyway, getting back to that.
I know I can go faster.
Yes, download of content and the trucks. PMR test center.
Cars rely a lot
Why
on
I
setup.
didn't
So
download that into the normal Steam. So install,
let's try and what I'll do is I'm going to try and put
all right.
an actual lap
And
in
what? Yes, go here.
without running wide.
And
over and
what
over.
else do we have? We have the. Is this the Hyrox?
Cutting it.
That is
So
the
I
training
keep
highway.
doing that. I think I'm too
Yes,
late on the
indeed.
brakes.
Right. Install that as well, and go to the downloads. And it's downloading. You see? It's just downloading. Done.
Hyrox in the original track, yes.
How cool is this? Done.
There we are.
And
finished.
you just go to your single player or multiplayer, whatever. You go to your tracks. And,
Yeah, I'm
oh,
not going to look
that.
at it now, mate. I'll look at it after.
Wonderful. And the test track, of course, should be here somewhere. There it is.
Yeah, right.
The test center.
There.
There you go. Wonderful. Actually, let me do a lap into my
Rather, I
wonderful
can just set it up.
test short track.
Off
So
screen,
this
like
looks
you
like you just go into a circuit, but it's not like this. It's pretty cool. Let me show you.
It's probably banned
And
here.
I think with the GT4 car would
That's
be
fair enough.
wonderful. I think I have
keep
time
locking up
progression
into there
to
as well.
30 because I was doing some tests before, so
There's probably a different line you can take through that as well.
it's better.
Probably take it a bit,
And
bit naughtier over the
let's
curbs.
also take off the tire warmers. Why not? Let's go into it. Beautiful, look at that. Just downloaded. Yee-hee.
It
All
is
right,
a great-
here we are
like,
on. It is a great thing. It is.
the environment.
Here we are.
Really good.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. Wonderful. All right,
It's a 40,
So-
so way off, isn't it? Jesus.
just drive directly into it. Here we are. You might have noticed
You're gonna be able
that
to floor through those corners.
we have worked on the camera positions, and now you don't have anymore the dreadful, big hands in front of your face. If you have done some work on the camera position already, and you find yourself being very far back or very forward, all you have to do is
I have to
go
wait for someone
to
to
the
set
cockpit setup
to
and
put a
just
set out.
set the phones,
Yes,
and
as
you
well.
should find all the seat positions to 0 again. It should be just
I
fine.
really don't have time to be messing them up with
All
this
right.
setup.
Let's go for this. So, yeah, let's go for it.
It's another dark track though as well, isn't it? In the shadows.
Although it's all drag tracks for different services, no, these aren't all drag tracks. The PMR Test Center is one giant purpose-built track
It's definitely cut.
with multiple different layouts.
I
in
knew
it,
as
and
soon
each
as I
layout is
turned the
perfect
wheel
for a
in,
different
it's going to
purpose.
cut.
So we have a layout with
Yep.
two really large hoops on either side for reaching top speed and drafting and driving on banks and stuff. And then we have this track, which could be seen as like a drift track a little bit for some people. It's got all these little parts in the middle, kind of a little bit like a street track in a way that's built.
Off a second up there.
that
It's
allows
probably
you
going to be
really
about the
test
same
the
time
turn
I've
and
already
force
put in.
feedback and all sorts of different fun things. that you
Yeah,
can do,
like a low 42.
as Aris is
No.
showing here.
Cold tires, I'm really sliding around and I feel about nothing. It's not that bad on the GT4. The GT4s are a little bit more easy, let's say, with the tires. Their tires are not just as extreme as their GT3 counterparts, but you still feel that you lack the grip and the support until the tire comes back to temperature.
Yes. We booked a vacation on Test Center Island. It's beautiful mountains. Well, it's actually Italian. So it's. I don't know exactly if we have placed it somewhere, but I think it's inspired by like the northern Italian mountains, so around Milan.
Oh,
where-
I can't believe I missed that. Still up there.
It is beautiful. It is beautiful indeed. Yeah, so somewhere in Italy. And I can attest to this
A
beautiful.
non-disclosure place in Italy, because
Yeah,
a lot
non-disclosure.
of a lot of manufacturers come in for testing, and we cannot tell you where it is.
Lots of little places you can find timer on this track, isn't there?
Probably a repeat
Uh,
question. I don't think it is.
No, of course
It
I
has a
do
little bit actually, but we'll
I
answer
think
it
there's-
now. What series would you like to work on in PMR? Specifically
Nickname is
underrated or less
censored
popular
in single-
series such as Legend
So, are
Cars,
you the
Speed
one that
Cars,
has the blank
TCR?
name on
What other series would you like to add?
Well,
on the FD boards?
I don't like them, but I'm curious, and I kind of like them, and a lot of people ask for them. So I would like
after this.
to probably at some point maybe think something about WTCC or something
too
like
much
that.
fuel? Yeah, I got way too much fuel.
It's not that I don't like
That
them,
doesn't
but
help.
damn it, most of them are front-wheel drive cars and meh. But it would be interesting because I
How do I
would
fix
really
the stability on this
be interested
car?
to see how our engine acts with the front-wheel drive as well. I think it would be really, really
Certainly
good.
don't need any
But
more.
we'll see. But I would love
Oversteer.
to do two series. One is obviously the DTM with the M330 and the Mercedes 190. I'm not even that much interested. I know.
Darman Bassi.
sacrilege. I'm not that much interested on the monster of the of the Alfa Romeo 155 because it is the car that completely changed the series into prototypes. I really love the initial era with the the Mercedes
wing.
and the
Maybe we try with the do I want to try with
BMW,
the wing?
maybe the
Yeah, I'm gonna
Mustang,
try it.
because
try
they
with
were
a bit of
so mechanical monsters with not too much power, but lots of mechanical grip. And I would love the series before that, if you guys remember, that had the Rover 2000 and the BMW 635 and the Volvo, square turbo.
Battlefield there.
That will be cool and interesting, I think. But yeah, that's for the winter stuff. For more modern stuff,
So another
I'd
Porsche
love to
likes
do
lots of
some
wing.
single-seaters, maybe.
It's
That
not
I
what
think
we used to do in
have
Project Cars
no
2.
representation at all
Like if
nowadays.
you draw this at Monza, you had to run zero wing if you wanted to wing.
What else is
This
interesting
and
these
the
days?
I'd go for a wild card.
and
I'd do some
the
drag
Ferrari
racing.
GT.
Somewhat?
Drag
What was the
racing.
other one?
Just full on, long
Drag
ass strip.
racing.
The Ford.
Yeah,
Ford
I mean,
GT.
look.
Yeah, run them all
Well,
zero
James
wing.
got-
Drag
proper drag
racing
racing.
is really difficult, guys.
At Monza and
Yeah,
Silverstone as well.
that's why nobody does it. That's why no one does it.
Yeah.
But, I think it'll be fun.
Because
The
you lost
amount
so
of
much
work
time
you
if
have
you
to
didn't,
put,
if you ran it anyway.
especially
You
in
might have been
terms
able to get away with one wing. but
for drag racing, in terms of let's do some drifting.
if you want the wing,
Of
win,
gameplay as
you
well.
run zero.
The rules that you have in drag racing, if you want to do it properly, it's really mind-blowing. You saw I press the brake and there's the result. You really have to do a lot of work in game.
See if this works.
The staging of the cars, the roll in, the semaphore, the tree, how it works. There is a ton if you want to do it properly. So I would love to have something for you guys like a practice mode where you just go in and go into some
where am I
mountain
going?
road and you come and find another guy and you just beep 3 times and you just start the race. That would be amazing. But actually
Might have put too
drag
fucking
racing,
far on the curve then.
it's very hard.
Don't touch the glass.
And here's the problem. It's very hard. It takes a lot of time and a lot of effort from a lot of developers. And in the end, it always ends up in this question. Is this all investment in time, effort, and resources and money? Okay?
My back's still
Worth
right
it
now as well.
for the amount of people that are going to play it and buy the game for that? Maybe yes, maybe no. I don't have the answer.
Into all
But-
guys.
I'm just
Which
letting you
ones?
know the difficulties about it. Yeah, that's it.
And that feels a
And
little
just to touch on to some of these those, I suppose,
Might be able to get,
keep on it no racing, so
well,
no road cars.
should be able to get in the 41s, no
I
problem.
wouldn't say no to that.
True.
The
I
ability.
mean-
We can add in some road
I
cars
mean-
if we want. We've already got the Praga Behemoth, but
Here's how I see it. You are right as a concept. How do you end up in racing? You gotta do some stuff with street cars as well. Maybe an advanced track race, let alone illegal stuff. If you're young and somewhere that it's safe and nobody cares. So listen. Yes, let's do motor racing. But
Too fast.
if I told you that we don't. But I'm just thinking out loud in my mind on fantasy world. If I told you that we had
But tires
the
actually might be
opportunity
too
to
cold.
do the Peugeot 205
Should we
Rally or GTI
Sounds
and
fun.
the older Renault 5 GT Turbo and I don't know, some old Lotus Elise and put them on into a mountain road and maybe a Nissan Silvia S13 and a Hachiroku, would you really say no? I don't know. I would be really hard decision for me to say no You know, because come on, they're cool stuff.
You
I
had
don't
to
know.
pick
That's,
really iconic cars there.
I mean, yeah, but obviously, if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it for a reason. It's either this kind of reason, or I don't know, a manufacturer comes to me and tell me, hey, you need to put that SUV in, and then I will let you do my hypercar LMDH or whatever. I don't know. Then I would do it. Here's your excuse. But if there is no connection of some business B2B or whatever, and you had the opportunity to do that, would you really not do it? I don't know. You guys tell me.
Well, of course, given the right opportunity, the right
Yeah.
circumstances, we'll add whatever we
Yeah.
want to add.
Yeah.
Is it possible to add custom livery editor to consoles? I don't think we're going to be doing a custom livery editor anytime soon. There's multiple reasons for that. One is a hell of a lot of work to create such a big feature for that. It means we also need to change licensing agreements as well for certain cars. When it's on Mod Hub, it's a lot easier for us to do liveries and custom things. And of course, you can create what you want. But as an actual in-game feature, there's a lot more loopholes that we need to jump through. Yeah, so I don't see us doing a custom livery editor, at least for PMR1. PMR2, potentially. We can look to do something like that and expand upon customizing cars a little bit more, but at the moment, no, I don't think we're going to be doing an actual custom livery editor for consoles or for the in-game.
Why are they talking about PMR2? Surely they're not thinking about
Another
doing that
one,
already.
this one.
Unless they're going to give it to us for free.
Response.
They would be crazy to do that, right?
So, is there any other questions about the physics in general, or any questions about the new GT3 and GT4 updates that we've had yesterday? So, if you've got any other questions about tyres, force feedback, how to drive them?
Yeah.
Front
Yeah,
feel.
if not, we're gonna do
Can you
some
imagine if they announced
setup
PMR3
theory.
or
Yeah.
PMR2?
Let me scroll up. There's a question earlier of somebody was
6 months
two
after
questions
they
actually
launched.
about
Well, 8
where
months.
is it? Can we talk about how to get the feel of the front tyres?
Well, first of all, heat up your tires.
Yeah.
Now, the feel. I don't want to say the bad word, but what that does mean, because for every single person it means a different thing. And it has a lot to do with your expectations and what you're used to do, and much less to do with actually what the actual real car would do. Now, the real car, when you go and drive the real car and you don't feel what you're expected to feel, then, you know, it's life. It's not like you can change it. You're just going to rely on the G-forces. But unfortunately, in sim racing, everybody has an opinion of what the real, the front feel should feel. I repeat that start with the base for feedback, drive some days, get back to us, let us know exactly what you're missing. We can discuss, we can take notes, we can do something maybe for the future, or we can show you how you can obtain it already because it's there, for example. But it's a very, very generic question right now. I mean, I know pretty much what you're gonna ask for, but it's not a front-wheel drive. It's not possible to feel a steering wheel going completely empty if you have understeer. That's not gonna happen. Some force indication will happen, but you need also to learn it. And in order to learn it, that it's happening, you need to drive some days. You need to have your force feedback settings fixed so that you start understanding. If you're just changing the sliders, trying to find out what maybe your real car does in the roundabout, which is front wheel drive, and you just step on it and start spinning and just goes empty like that, that's not happening in real wheel drive cars with
Don't we take that, guys?
proper slicks and a lot of caster and all that stuff.
I don't think.
Anyway,
I can't get any better than that without
very
setup.
generic answer, but it's the
Let's see what actually
The,
sticks are 41,495.
The nature of the beast, as they say.
It actually worked this time.
I
think if I tried to go faster, it wouldn't have stuck,
Actually, I
so-
can't. 1 second. I need to grab the door, and I'll continue answering that question.
We only have to find another three sort of
Real
three
life
tenths,
happens
happened?
at you fast.
3.5 tenths.
He has to answer
Ah,
the
okay.
door.
Yeah, very fast. Yeah.
Something to come later, guys.
All right. So you know what? I'm gonna
Right,
go.
I'm going to
and
try
drop
again
GT3,
for the Lister.
and I'm gonna go
Even though
into a track.
Completely pissed me off earlier because it didn't
And start
register
from-
the time.
Apologies for that.
Set up
We can.
so-
I know we can go half a second
where was
faster
it?
in
Somebody
this.
said that
Ah.
it seems that there's less force feedback detail on console wheels. Is Aris and the team aware of this, and will it ever be fixed? Yes, we are aware of that. There is more so on PlayStation.
Right, let me load my setup.
There is, for some reason, slightly less force feedback detail
FD
on PlayStations compared to
Right, 57.3.
PC and maybe even.
It's the time we're
Xbox
gonna
as
get.
well. This is a situation we're aware of. We have indeed contacted both Sony and the hardware manufacturers such as Fanatec, Logitech, and everybody to try to work out why this is happening. It could potentially be a threading issue as well, but yes, we are aware of it. There is a slight difference. We hope to have it fixed. But yes, so we are aware of it. It's not a huge difference. I've tested it myself, although when I did test it myself, I did straight away notice that compared to PC, PlayStation was significantly weaker in the detail side of it. So we are tackling it. We are going to be there. We are just kind of waiting back to get some more help and assistance from the manufacturers themselves as well. So yeah, watch this space. Hopefully we can tackle that better and get that fixed for you as soon as possible in the next.
Aye,
patch.
aye, aye.
Continue.
Being too aggressive.
Good. Good going.
Yep.
All right. So, okay. So let's move forward
I
to
wonder,
something that I think is going to be
Can we
interesting for both
change
of you.
the graphics?
I would like to show you and analyze in a as simple as possible way the nature
Do I want
of
to do this
the
now?
performance of the GT3 cars.
I don't know.
Why they are different now, why you need to take care of some things while you're driving and so on, and how to edit the setup to fit what you need them to
Why
do
is that not
for you.
144?
For you.
Get up there.
Because, and I really want to underline,
we don't want to do anything with this
you know,
right
you
now, do
saw
we?
me probably on the Discord channel.
I'm going to wreck it.
We've been there right from hour zero of the release, and
give me 2
actively
seconds, guys.
talking to the community and getting back your wonderful feedback. But you might have noticed also that it is a continuous and constant back and forth of people that be like, oh, my car now is extremely understeery. Oh, my car now is extremely oversteery. Oh, this is a drift car. Oh, this is going straight everywhere. So, luckily, most of the community love the paths. We're very grateful of that, very happy, and so that gives us the opportunity to continue to that direction, and of course improve everywhere. But from the people that they
Right, let's
are having more issues,
I
or
disrupt?
they want more help, and they feel the car in a certain way, I would really like to go a little bit deeper, show you what's going on with the cars and how you can see the setup. Now, lesson number one. Now, the GT3 cars through the years have become quite a bit complex aerodynamically. As you can see, they have big splitters, winglets, louvers, they have massive rear wings, and they have massive diffusion. That's great. You create a lot of downforce, all right? But downforce in a highly complex car, especially that uses also the under tray, the floor to create downforce, doesn't come without problems. And the problem is pitch sensitivity, aerial pitch sensitivity. What is that? Well, a big percentage of the downforce
No.
is created underneath the car, from the floor. Front splitter, floor, and rear diffuser. The whole car is now a diffuser. That means that we need to guide the air to go under the car, get speed up because it opens at the rear from the diffuser. It becomes faster, and as it becomes faster, it becomes less dense, it has less pressure, while the cargo that goes over the car is slower and it has more pressure. This is what pushes the car down. It's way more complex than that, and the guys that they are more knowledgeable about aerodynamics will laugh now, and first of all they will be outraged because I did such a simplistic explanation, but now that I will say that, honestly, we don't even know why planes fly, why airplanes fly. We don't know the exact reason. There is so many things at work on the plane of a car. Is, as I told you, that the air that goes underneath the wing of the plane goes slower than the air that goes on top of the wing, so that creates less pressure, so it pushes and lifts up. Obviously, for the car is the opposite.
Hey.
It is the difference in pressure and amount of air that you have from the top and the bottom. It is the direction that the air takes as it goes through the wing, and so on and so forth. But even if you add all of that, we don't know exactly with extreme accuracy why the plane, why a wing creates lift or downforce for that matter. It's very complex. Simplistically talking though, what we really need is to create a flow underneath the car that moves faster than the flow that moves on top of the car. And possibly seal the underneath of the car so that that pressure is constant and it always doesn't escape from the side, and so on and so forth. Now, what happens during driving? Well, during driving you brake, you accelerate, you roll the car. All of that changes the ride height, the ride height of the car, front and rear. And it changes it even on very stiff cars. It still changes it by 10 millimeters, 15 millimeters, and so on and so forth. Now, obviously, you're gonna start thinking, well, what's the problem with 10 millimeters of ride height? Is, no difference at all. Well, those cars have become so sensitive that even 2 or 3 millimeters create a lot of a difference. A lot of it. Alright? So our job in the setup is, first of all, find the ideal rake. Actually, excuse me.
No, you bitch.
One step back.
You bitch.
What the difference changes in the ride of the car? It changes how the flow gets accelerated from the front of the car to the rear. And because it changes that, not only creates more downforce at the front or at the rear, but actively moves the center of pressure of the air. What that means? That means that even if you don't create more downforce, let's assume that you don't create more downforce at the front and you don't create more or less downforce at the rear, the difference in rake, it's gonna move your aero balance more to the front if you are pitching, or more to the rear if you're squatting. And it moves that aero balance by a lot. 2, 5, 10% front to rear. It's massive. Just because of 2 or 5%, or 5 millimeters of ride difference, back and forth. It's massive. It's a massive thing. Now,
Okay.
this is a good thing because we can change the rake of the car and change the balance of the car so it will fit better our driving style. But it's a bad thing because at the moment that we brake hard and we try to turn in for the turn, the front end goes down and that moves the aero balance forward and that creates instability. If we accelerate, the rear end squats, it goes down, the front end raises, and that moves the aero balance rear, it gives us traction, but it also creates understeer. This is why the rake and the ride height of the car, of the GT3 car, is extremely important. Extremely important. I'd say that again, and I underline it. It's extremely important to keep under control the rake, the ride height, front and rear of the car, both in the static situation and during the drive. Right? This is why all modern GT3 cars are particularly stiff at the front with the springs, but even more of that, they use the bump stops actively to create extra stiffness, especially when you are braking and turning in to control the car and not go into oversteer situation. All right? The LMDH cars, the hypercars, take this even higher because you have higher downforce, more high top speeds, and so on and so forth. So you need to control the platform, the aero platform, that's how we call it, as stable as possible. Now that means that you need to have a very, very stiff car for pitch and squat. But that would make the car completely undrivable, or at least very unpleasant to drive, as they were the Group C cars. The old Group C cars were extremely stiff because look at this, look at this diffuser, right? All the downforce is created by the diffuser. Look how low they are in the ground, okay? Look at the diffuser again. So, in order to make those cars stable aerodynamically, they would make them extremely stiff, okay? The problem is that when you are extremely stiff, you go into a curve or you go into slow speed corners where you don't have that much downforce, and you don't have enough mechanical grip, so you have issues. This is something that when we are going to touch those cars, we are going to reproduce. Where were we? Yeah, GT3s. Now, LMDH cars, the more modern cars, they all have the third element in suspension. Why is that? Because the third element is a spring that can be as stiff as we want, and it only acts to pitch and squat. Only acts to pitch and squat. The moment the left and the right side of the car have to ride a curve or roll in order to gain traction or front end, etc., they go to the normal springs, left and right springs, which are now much softer.
It's going to be about that.
So you have the best of both worlds. You have very good platform control, aero platform control, because you have very stiff suspension for pitch and squat, but you have a decently softer suspension for roll, curbs, bumps, and so on. That's the genius system of the third element. All right, enough of theory. Sorry about that. Are you all with me, or are you yawning and just went
It
to
feels like my
drive?
school, but it's good.
I
I think everyone is actually thinking too.
So this was
Sorry,
a
Gabriel.
talk of, it was a talk about aerodynamics, but also a talk about weight transfer.
Weight transfer is unavoidable. You cannot stop weight transfer, right? But because weight transfer happens, the ride height of the car changes because the suspension moves from the weight transfer, right, and the load transfer. So you need to control it. You don't control the weight transfer. This will still happen because of the inertias and centrifugal forces, etc. But you control the movement of the car because of that. Okay, you control the movement of the body. Let me show you what happens if we don't do that. So let's pick up this car. Let's go to something that has fast corners. Let's go to let's go in. Oh, I'm starting with very cold tires. You know what? Let's bring the warmers because otherwise we need to do 2 laps to keep up. Skip. Back. Yes. You go here and you scroll a little bit down and you have tire pre-warm on. Nice. Now we're gonna start with around 70 degrees. Okay. Skip. Vehicle setup. You'll see that we have a strong front, even stiffer rear because we have more
Right,
rear
take that,
ride
guys.
weight, and we have a lot of bump stop length and a stiff bump stop spring. Let's go right away and try it as it is.
Here's my 57.3.
All right, braking. This is a slow corner, not a big of a problem.
Get out of town.
Everything is
Right.
okay. Another very slow corner. Fast corner, but it's all flat out, so not a big
Big
deal.
clap,
We have
guys,
some
big
understeer.
clap.
I can show you
It
afterwards
registers.
what we can do over there.
Jesus
Now
Christ.
we have a fast corner breaking down, going in the corner like that. You see understeer, okay? Overdid it, but
Right.
still understeer.
Beat that,
And
Boris.
now let's go
4 attempts to
to the
find
next
what?
part of fast corners. Now this is gonna be a full set of fast corners. It's
Wait,
pretty
we're a
interesting
second up
what's
in the
going to happen.
LMDHs. Is there anything else?
Right.
I mean,
Braking, going in,
do I
a
want to
little
go
bit
back
under
to
the
this?
stability,
Do I want to go
not
back to
doing
this?
anything strange.
A 16.6 by Surge.
And left,
Maybe not today.
right, in you
Let's go
go.
and do the Lexington Group 5.
A little bit of court. You know, it's very stable. It's way too stable to
Lexington
be honest.
Group 5.
All right.
I didn't
But
see that time.
It doesn't give me any instability. I can learn
Group
how
5
to
Nissan
do
is
and
Boris has got
push
that time
more
at 28.3.
and hopefully get faster, and then I can start, you know,
128.3
fine
he's
tuning.
got.
And again here, in you go.
No,
that is all.
These are old setups
Let's go
as well.
back now.
So I'm going to have to run
Return
default.
to pit.
Um,
Vehicle setup. Suspension.
what we'll do is we'll
We're
take
gonna
the fuel out
eliminate completely the bump stop.
and then we'll see how it drives on
We're
default.
gonna make it very soft. We're gonna eliminate, I mean, not eliminate, but at least take it down a lot of front anti-roll bars so we don't have control. All right?
Steering wheel.
And we are going
I'll
to
put the brake up
lower
little
a
bit.
lot the slow bump, okay, which also acts
turn down the
as a resistance to the pitch. So right now our car
Still P5,
is going
yeah.
to be very pitch
I mean,
sensitive.
when-
because every
when I
time
set that
will,
time, mate,
you
I
know,
was like
brake, it will- the front
P3
end
or
will
something,
just dive
so-
down. Let's see what happens.
Was it P3? Hang on, let me have a look. Where's it gone?
And again, you
PT
can see
Lister.
I have traction control, I have ABS on. I should be fine. Now this is a slow corner. I can brake in
Lister.
slow speed.
Oh no, it wasn't. What?
It's okay, pretty much. You know what happened before. Nothing different.
Ah, I haven't refreshed it. So you must have been P4
Oh, no more understeer here. That was interesting.
before I set the time. Hang on, let's refresh it. So I'm top now, so you're P5. So you're
Alright, maybe brake a
can't
little
even
bit
see
sooner.
that.
Okay, we managed to do it.
Rickenwald? Rickenwald, is that your
No
that your
more
name?
understeer over there as well.
Rickenwald, 93.
And so you might say, well, that's all fine. Why you didn't do that on the, you know, the full setup? Well, the problem is what
Yes,
happens
give me, you're only
if you
what,
go to faster corners.
1.5 seconds off.
Yep.
So, you know, feel free to use the setup, mate. I'm pretty sure I showed the setup. Feel free to use it if you want to try and improve. I built the setup on stream, so you will
Here we
definitely be able
go,
to find
and
the setup somewhere.
fast. Oh.
Probably towards the start of the stream when I actually,
So now the instability when you're braking
what did I do? I
and
did
trying to
LMDH
enter
first,
the
and then I
corner
did GD Lister.
is
So
way higher. You
yeah,
can learn
if
to
you
deal
look
with
at
it,
an hour into the stream, you'll see the
but
setup.
it's gonna be difficult. All right. and dangerous as
Right,
well.
let's try
you
this
can
car.
imagine doing
I
that
love this car.
every lap for a long
It
race.
is a Skyline. It's the old school Skyline.
Okay, and that is all
What
of
a
that
beast,
happened
man.
Without
Imagine
altering the
driving
ride
one of these
height
back in the day.
of the car, because the ride height is still as it is before. If I take
I know
that,
this feels come out of that
I start raising
the
the rear.
Toyota last week,
I'll start
or whatever it
raising the
was.
front.
What did we drive
Oh
last
boy,
week?
we're
Is it a
into
Toyota?
some very interesting things to happen. Okay, and all of that is still with a lot of rear wing, which usually the wing averages the aerodynamic platform because it doesn't care about the pitch sensitivity. It's always there to do the same, downforce.
Oh my god, this thing's wild.
So now we have more rake.
Don't know where we're going to have to
Already
break down
oversteered
here.
the exit.
Break a bit early for the first lap or two.
Already a lot of
So let's see
turning.
where we are. So I know carb
Look at that.
and
It
all that will come on
oversteers
here and just blow
On
my
this
time
corner,
away.
it just
in this
went
car.
oversteer with traction control
Carb
on.
and thumbs.
So that. Oh
I
my
imagine
God!
John will
and
probably jump on as well.
died. We just changed 10 millimeters rear right height and 10 millimeters front right height. That's all we changed.
Brakes are in the window.
That's the difference. You see how the
Right, let's go.
aerodynamic sensitivity is extremely
Jesus.
important. Right? And that's what creates the complexity and why you need to follow certain rules in setup working as the real cars do. Now we have the character of the car. Some cars will be less pitch sensitivity. For example, this Honda is pretty stable.
don't
Some
really
other
know
cars
this
will
track
be
that
more,
well.
like the Audi
With the chicane.
or I don't know. What else do we have? The Corvette. It's quite, pointy. Likes to being driven on the front a lot. But that's why.
Speaking
it's
of
so
pointy,
fast.
this thing is.
So it depends also your driving style.
He's
um,
pointy.
Is this all bad news? No, we can take advantage of the pitch sensitivity because here's what we can do. All right. The correct answer is not, completely erase the bumps to left and just go soft and you'll fix it. No, why don't get both of best worlds? So I'm gonna load up.
Get the best of both
our,
worlds.
default here as we were before, right? And we can see we already knew that
Oh my god,
the car
this thing is
the
murdering
front
me.
setup is understeery, very safe, etc. We want to spice it up a little bit, have more turn in, more front end, without losing all that much of the rear end.
I wonder if
So
one of those
number one
setups work.
thing we can do is that
When we pit,
it's
I'll
safer
try one
to
of those
raise more steps at the rear right height. Like you can go 5 clicks. We are at 83 now. Another 5 clicks maybe. Now I know by experience, but you can go
What time
5
did Boris
steps at
set
a time.
again?
It's safer
check.
to do that because it creates less effect
So 20 at
than
3.
go
We're only 2 seconds off.
4 or 3 clicks down
No fucking way.
to the front end. The front end is more sensible on that effect of the aero sensitivity.
Right.
So we're just gonna go
That
up
setup
here,
out feels horrible.
and we
Let's try
can
one of those
also make
downforce
one
setups.
click less, maybe the front
like
bump
medium
stop, so we
downforce.
give a little bit of extra,
We'll add one wing though.
movement
yeah, we'll
on
add
the
one
front.
wing.
And we're gonna give it a try as it is and see what we can achieve.
Take some fuel out.
Just rear right height and a little bit of bump stop work, but I mean one click. Cold tires, colder at least.
So just after this little round, Aris, after you're done with this part, I'll give you a little quick 5-minute rest. You can go grab a drink or something, and I'm going to take
That'll
over
be great.
I'm going to take over the screen for a while after you're done with this,
Yep.
and I'm going to have a little sneak peek about something that's going to be coming up very soon.
Oh, all right.
We've got a sneaky peeky.
Look at this now. It's stable and has less understeer than before. Look. out of the corner without having to lift my foot. Let's see if it's stable on the faster corners. Doesn't turn in, not much understeer. But this
So you
depends a lot
cannot
on your
put
style as well.
100% throttle out the corners. It really doesn't like full
Curb.
throttle. Oh my god.
A little bit of oversteer there, you see? It starts, you know, moving around. Not a bad line, not a good line. So, that's a full showcase. We're gonna do a similar effect also on the Aston Martin GT3, and we're gonna do the exact opposite. The Aston, if we take it to Daytona, it shows some oversteer. We're gonna fix that again by touching the ride height and the bump stops. But enough talk for me. Let's have a little bit of a pause here, right on the sun trap, because why not?
Yeah,
Let
park there,
Ryan
mate.
over you.
I'm parked there, mate.
Thank
Thank you very much, Matt Harris.
Yeah.
As usual, your knowledge is impeccable, and everybody loves it, and learning it straight away. And I mean, I don't want to sound, what's the word, cocky or anything, but I think you've shut down a fair few people who had doubts after yesterday's patch, and actually taught them that
Yeah.
it's not exactly what things look like on the surface. You need to change your settings a little bit, have a little bit more understanding about how the tires work and how these machines
I might have
work,
actually been a good
rather
lap.
than just expecting them to work a certain way. And with your knowledge
One
and
lap.
training of people, I think it goes a long way.
Can I say something?
Of course.
To heat up a little bit our community. Just one thing, because you just said it. Hey guys, we are the PMR community. The other sim racers are kind of laughing at us because, yeah, those guys are slow and they don't know how to set up cars and stuff like that, and you don't really have any difficulties because we're just going. We're gonna teach them who's slow and who can do stuff, right? So get ready, because at some point they will arrive here and they will be all cocky and, yeah, we can do that, no issues, and I want you to hammer into them, all right? But we do enjoy it. Alright, sorry, yeah. Let's go.
Right, if you can cancel your shared screen, and so because I need to take over.
Nope.
Alright, thank you. Alright, let me window. There we go. Right. Okay. What do we have here?
What is he showing? Hang on.
You guys see this? Just confirm, because now I can't see Discord.
Yeah, you're sharing.
Yeah, we can see it. It's awesome.
Perfect. Well, so I've spoken with Thomas, who is the author
Tom's
of the
new,
upcoming Apex Nova.
New
You
track.
can see here, and I just want to stress, Thomas, of course, he's not working on this under S4. Although Thomas is one of our environment developers, he has created this track along with High Rock entirely on his own, in his own time, and us at Straight 4, we only support him emotionally. When he makes this track, this is all his own. So I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek of him. I've still got the Sim Expo, the livery on there for the Ford Mustang. So let's jump in. This is actually going to be my first time driving it as well. So
No pressure, huh?
no pressure, no idea.
Do you need any help with speech sensitivity or something?
I don't know. I'm going to be racing on controller as well, so let's see how this goes, huh? So yes, this is entirely done by Thomas. He does some really good work. A lot of you really enjoy his High Rock, so let's see if you're going to be enjoying Apex Nova. This is, I believe, to be it's quite a long track, as you can see. It's very different. It's very
Have
interesting.
we complete this track,
It's
guys?
also
This
the
lap?
first-
I'll see if I can get
That's
the
first
Discord up
track
so you
that
can
we
see the
have,
track.
which goes underneath a bridge, which is interesting because that's something that Not sure if you guys can hear that because I've got the audio all the way down. Because when you're testing a game all the time or being in the middle of conversations, you can't always have the audio on play.
So this is the first track in the game being featured with multiple crossovers.
Yes.
There it is. Lots of time.
Exactly. So,
Nice.
I'm not sure if the AI.
I will take that. I know I lost like half a second towards the end there, but
There we go.
we take that, guys. And that was on base setup.
So,
Well, one of the best
comments in
setups.
Chat. If he's in
Right,
chat,
27.5.
have a little word and speak
Happy
out
days.
about it. So as I said, I don't know too much about this myself.
And we are top. Okay.
As you can see, there's lots of very fast.
Somebody else set a
straight
time,
through.
or am I would?
Where does that come from? I said first time driving this, so I don't know what.
You
I'm
must
doing
have only
myself.
just done that. I'm sorry.
Minor damage already apparently. I've already
Right,
broken
let me
my
get.
front spoiler.
Where's my stream?
Yeah, don't pay too much attention to the performance of the game.
This
Right.
is, yes,
It's not a
like,
benchmark
also,
of what the game actually is.
I am also on my testing build at the moment, so everything looks a little bit. This is an in development build, so it's gonna have some very. odd shadows,
Oh,
it's gonna
that's
have some very
lagging hard.
Little things going about it. I'm simply just showing you the track here.
Is it just me or is that lagging for everybody?
So this track, I feel like it's going to be a lot.
Oh yeah, choppy. He's
very
saying it's
high
choppy.
speed, fast track. You're going to be probably would be more suited to something like a JP1 or LMDHs on this. But seeing as GD3s are our target for this patch, I'll give it a little go.
Come on, Rye, sort it out. There we go.
And if I'm honest, is a nice track.
What did I do there? No, it's fine.
Beautiful track.
It's very lush on vegetation. Very interesting layout with our corners that catch you out. It'll be a nice challenge for everybody.
Very technical. Very technical, yeah.
It is very technical going around here. It's even just a little hill is coming up like that where you can't quite see the peak of it, but it's nice. Lots of fast people.
It looks a lot like High Rock.
Always a big fan of that. I don't need to break for that, it's fine, I can take it there.
What is it? It's, oh my god, he's on keyboard. He's doing this on keyboard, guys. Professional keyboard racer.
Seems you got the hang of this. Getting there. I think I'm only about halfway around the track, or maybe I'm not sure. I can't quite
You look
tell.
like a professional.
but-
Let me see if I can get.
Oh, okay, so we're going,
that
we're
as
going
well.
through
Look
the
at
little
that
bridge
as well.
now,
Right, sorry guys, let me just.
Look at that.
and then
Can I
over a
adjust
bridge.
that?
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh.
cool. Yeah, this is the first time our tracks.
Hang on, let me make that
We had
smaller.
to go through this because it's the first
Oh.
time I believe someone's attempted to make a bridge or make the track underneath it. So
Yep.
I'm not quite sure how the environment
bit
team
more.
managed to work that out because we had to make it from scratch. But the fact that we've done this, we know we can now move on to other tracks with a similar aspect.
It's very nice.
Beautiful. This is so cool. Look at that.
Really cool.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun track in VR, I think.
Oh, my music's still on, isn't it? I can barely hear it. I'll turn it off.
That's cool. Like the
Yeah, we still need to figure out how to stream VR. That'll be an interesting challenge.
Yes, once I figure out how we can stream VR, again, ignore all the shadows and things like that. It's because I'm using an in development build.
You guys see the
Only just
map in the bottom left?
thought I'd show
Look
myself
how
a time myself.
nutty
You
that
asked me,
is.
so I didn't
There's
have
a lot
time to
like
actually set my build up
there's a lot of
for
crossovers
everyone,
of the
so
track.
display when it is an in development build, so there's going to be some little glitches and things because it's got all kinds of things.
Bridges and underpasses and stuff.
So it's not optimized for a stream. And here we go. And that is the lap. That is the track right there. So it's a long track. It's almost 5 minutes. And it's pretty.
5 minutes.
It's
Rush
beautiful.
Life,
I
heat
think
your
it's
heart out.
really good too. And hold on. First corner, use brakes. Yes, I feel like we need this in every track. We need this. in
Suitable
every
use of
game.
AI there.
That
Yeah.
is, yeah. We need that in Brianda. And oh,
Is that?
look at this.
I still might be a
We got
little
the
bit too big. is
PMR
it?
French team. That's getting a little bit of recognition there as well.
Hang on. Still too
So
big.
yeah,
isn't it?
this is really cool track. Really excited for this to come out
There we
and
go.
showing it for everybody else. Can have a little play on it. I'm not sure when exactly at the moment, but as you can see, it's more or less
Let
ready.
me close that and make it bigger.
So imminent, sometime. Maybe Gamescom. I'm not sure at the moment, but yes. Here's a little sneak peek, courtesy of Thomas, as he asked me. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed showing this off.
Are we sneaky
Awesome.
peeky?
Yeah,
It is very,
yeah.
it's very choppy, guys. I apologise,
There we are. There's Apex.
but that's on the stream as well. It's exactly the
Hope you
same on
enjoyed
my
it.
stream. It is
Coming soon to a PMR
as
near
it
you.
is for you guys.
Ah, that was absolutely epic. I
That's
love
Discord
this.
for you, though.
Really cool. Really cool.
So
Wonderful.
as we
All
as
right.
we wrap this up, how about we put a session going on, a custom lobby?
Yeah, sure. I mean, go for it. While I'm on the in-game, I could put up a little lobby. Am I on the right build?
Why not?
Actually,
Oh, no, they're going to
I
do
need
some
change builds
lobbies.
quick because I'm not on the right version.
We're not going to join that.
Need to get
though.
on to the
And
Steam
I
version.
need to fix because I did something
Not today.
stupid
I did
on
last time.
my, drivers
Um,
here. Of the stream.
And it was carnage.
Moment.
So we're not going to do it again.
Do something about
Hi,
our
guys.
people.
Let's
Look here, jiggle jiggle.
While we, yeah, do good. Yeah.
disconnect out of that. How do we get rid of that? Sorry, guys. I'm terrible with OBS as well. Right, we're back on the game. Right, so today, I mean, I've been streaming for nearly 4 hours, but we've set the time, we've set the record, well, we've set the highest time for LMDH, we've set the highest time for the GT Lister, we've set the highest time for the Group 5 Nissan. I'm going to keep chasing the JP ones. We'll probably do that in the next stream. I already know I can go like 5/10 faster, so we should be able to get near the top time anyway. Just not finding it today. And then we've got a lot more to go through. I don't know if I'm going to touch this again until we get it set up. So we'll speak to the guys like Corps and Thumbs and all that, see if they can get a setup made for this. It sounds like what they were talking about on in the AMA is that you actually need to be a lot more tentative with things like setting up the ride height, setting up how much wing you use, because it can affect it by up to, I think you said like 20%. So we got to wait for setups, guys. I don't think I have the best knowledge with setups, so I can do okay, but I don't think I'm going to get anywhere near what the other guys can do. And then the GT4 Chevrolet, we are P3 currently. We're about, what are we, 8 tenths off. Now, I actually did that without a setup, so that's another one we can address. Or not address, but take a shot at tomorrow. And we will do that tomorrow. Right, I appreciate you stopping by on the stream, guys. Thank you so much. If you don't mind, hit the like and subscribe if you haven't already. It would really help out. And I will be back tomorrow. So thanks again, guys. Take care. Have a good night. I'll see you again. Bye.